Drugs, crime, money. This is Mafia. Now before this video starts, I am warning you, this video has spoilers. I go over virtually the entire storyline of this game, and I highly suggest that you play it for yourself if you are at all interested. If not, then sit back, relax, and enjoy one of the most underrated video games in recent memory. In my opinion, of course. Let's start with the game itself. Mafia Definitive Edition was released on September 25th, 2020. It is a built-from-the-ground-up remake of the original that was released in 2002. Many praised the original as it was one of the few cinematic story-driven games at the time, labeling it a more realistic and serious game when compared to the likes of Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Additionally, it was awarded a 9.3 out of 10 rating by GameSpot, where it won their Best Music category. Mafia was also nominated in several other categories: Biggest Surprise, Best Graphics, and Game of the Year. After discovering this information from the handy-dandy website known as Wikipedia, I realized that the remake was inevitable. Now I know what you're thinking, so if the original was regarded so highly, why do you think that the remake is underrated? Well, for starters, remakes take an older game and update it for a new platform and audience. When Mafia Definitive Edition came out, a lot of the OG fans were upset by the fact that some things were changed. Things like minor tweaks to missions, map changes, a new soundtrack, and most importantly, the game featured new voice actors. People that came back to this game in hopes of nostalgia were somewhat disappointed by the changes that were made. This would cause fans of the original to write bad reviews downplaying the game, making it seem like it is not worth the purchase to average Joes like you and I. Mafia Definitive Edition has sold about over 2 million copies. Now 2 million copies is nothing to scoff at, however it's less than the original. This seems strange to me as it was sold alongside Mafia 2 and Mafia 3 in a bundle that was still your standard $60 price tag. For it to have less sales than the original in a time where gaming is at the highest it's ever been is just crazy to me. A report by Newzoo states that there were around 2.69 billion gamers in the world by the end of 2020. You could go to an Amish family's house and probably find an Xbox or a PlayStation just sitting there. Like, come on. Despite this, I do believe that there's more to why this game hasn't been on anyone's radar. First of all, the marketing for this game was basically non-existent. Personally, I had no idea that this game was coming out until I checked the Coming Soon tab on my Xbox out of boredom one day. To be fair though, there was a worldwide pandemic going on, so I can't blame them entirely for poor marketing. It also doesn't help that two absolute monsters of games came out months prior: the highly anticipated Last of Us Part 2 and Ghost of Tsushima. Oh yeah, Cyberpunk also dropped a week before the Mafia remake, but let's just keep that under wraps. I truly believe due to the insane amount of hype and publicity these games got, Mafia was overshadowed despite being in the same open world genre as its competitors. The characters, the graphics, the well-written story, the incredible attention to detail, and the overall historical setting of the game should be enough to make this appeal to any gamer that is looking for an amazing experience. I, for one, love games that are based on certain time periods in history, and this is no exception. It's like you're reading about the 1930s in your American history class, but instead of reading about it, you're living it. I've decided to break the game up into 5 chapters based on the years that the events took place. Here is the amazing story of Mafia. The story begins with Detective Norman entering a local diner to meet none other than Tommy Angelo, the game's main protagonist. Detective Norman is the lead investigator of the Don Morello case. He is trying to find justice for the city of Lost Heaven as it's been riddled with mobsters for years. The two notable gangs of Lost Heaven are the Morello and Salieri crime families. Here's where Tommy comes in as a member of the Salieris. He is willing to spill the beans, if you will, giving out key information that will help the case come to a close. However, Tommy is only willing to do this if he and his family are protected by the police for as long as possible. The game utilizes this conversation between Detective Norman and Tommy Angelo as the main driver for the storyline. Tommy recalls his past with Don Salieri's crew from the day he got involved.
I mostly drove nights, because the money was better. It was at the end of one of those shifts, when I first met Polly and Sam. Shit! Son of a bitch! Watch out! Get up, Polly! There's a taxi here! We'll be okay! Move it! Come on! Where to? Anywhere. Fast!
And boom, it puts you right into the game. As any story game connoisseur would know, the first couple of missions is usually where the developer likes to sneak in the tutorial. This is no different as we learn how to drive. Cool! The mission continues as we try to help our newly acquainted boys, Polly and Sam, escape the Morello goons that were in hot pursuit. We battle our way through construction sites and roadblocks in pure desperation. The only problem is that our destination is across the river that splits the city in two, and the closest way to the other side is a drawbridge that is currently up. What better to do as a cab driver with a night out on the town than to jump a gap bridge with two angry gangsters that you just met moments prior?
What the hell are we doing? Just sit tight and pray.
With that ridiculous stunt out of the way, you return Polly and Sam back to Salieri's place. Although you never see the Don, he is very grateful that you brought his boys back safely. As a reward, he gives you money to fix the cab that was completely shot up.
Pull over in front of that bar.
Salieri's place.
Yeah, that's the one. Wait here.
What for?
You want a little something from the Don or not?
Compensation for your services. Any damage to your car. This makes us square.
I'm sure it's more than enough.
Good. Don Salieri wants you to know that he's very grateful. So if you ever need anything, maybe a loan or some honest work, don't hesitate to ask. Don doesn't forget his friends.
Yeah, okay, thanks.
One more thing. This matter stays between us. Anyone asks where you got that money, you want it at poker. The scratches on your car,
It's just a bunch of bullet holes, man. There ain't no scratches.
to keep from hitting a little old lady. You got it?
Of course.
See you around, kid.
The money was a lot more than what Tommy had expected. He could have bought an entirely new cab if he wanted to. This got him thinking. He was somewhat torn between working a day-to-day job and doing more work for the Salieris. Tommy sat on that thought and began to work his next shift.
After that night with Salieri's guys, I was back working as soon as I could. But it felt different. You get a lot of time with your thoughts when you're a cabbie. And other people's thoughts, too.
You there, driver?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you driving or loitering?
Driving, ma'am. Always driving.
Yo, this is the 30s, man. You better watch your tone before...
He's singing the hymns. He's trying to get...
It's not easy being a cab driver, especially during the Great Depression. We get our first fare with an old lady that has a sharp attitude. Her sass was kinda getting me riled up, I'm not gonna lie.
Turn that racket off. I can't hear myself think.
Fuck you! Her destination was at St. Michael's Church. I felt like I did a pretty good job and was expecting some decent pay. But boy, did she have other intentions.
Here you go. St. Michael's. That'll be 30 cents.
The only tip I'll give you is to stop smoking in your vehicle. I felt like I was sitting in an ashtray. These Italians are all the same.
You see, now that was the last straw. I did what all of you guys would have done in that situation. I simply ran her over. Wait. This old lady. Come here. Come here! Hey, yeah! Oh. Okay, the game didn't like that too much, but it didn't matter because we were on to our next fare. We picked this dude up that was talking about how he has a meeting, blah, blah, blah. It wasn't that important. We did get 50 cents, though, and that's better than nothing. The next fare was kinda... We picked up a guy that was beyond sloshed.
Oh boy, you look like shit.
I've been working since 5. What's your excuse?
Booze.
You know, it's not the best idea to pick up a drunk guy while prohibition still exists, but whatever. We arrive at this coffee shop and the passenger tells us to take a break and get ourselves a free cup of coffee on him. Oh, what the fuck? Yo!
Hey, how you doing, pal? You remember me?
No?
Yeah? Huh? Mr. Morello's a little bent. Shouldn't go helping Salieri's goons, huh? I'm gonna have to give you a beating. Just so you always remember who runs this town. Make it so you won't do much rocking for a while. Look at this guy. I didn't think he'd make it fun. Let's get him.
The music absolutely bumps in this chase scene. Oh man, you hear them strings plucking? Ooh-wee!
I got bargains, I got deals. Who do you think you are?
We stumble our way through the alley and eventually end up at Salieri's bar.
Look at this.
How you doing, kid? Dino, Lou. You got business with the Don?
Nah, we're just trying to talk to that cabbie over there, that's all.
That right.
Yeah.
Well, this here's the Don's favorite driver. So anything you gotta say to him, you can say to me.
Is that right? Well, I'll tell you something, pal. We ain't leaving empty-handed, that's for sure.
Well, then maybe you ain't leaving at all.
Okay, then. See your boys around. Let's go, Lou.
Thanks.
Least we could do.
Come on, let's go say hi to the Don.
Don Salieri?
Yeah. He's gonna want to hear about this.
We meet the one, the only, Don Salieri, the head of the Salieri crime family. He hears the news about the Morello boys smashing up Tommy's cab. He is upset by this and tells Paulie to go along with us to rough up some of Morello's vehicles.
What do they call you, son?
Thomas. Thomas Angelo, sir.
Frank told me you ran into some trouble?
Yes, sir. My cab got smashed up pretty good.
Morello's thugs went after him by the kind of Tommy helping us.
This, taxi, that's your livelihood?
Yes, sir.
I feel a sense of responsibility here. So I'm gonna set you up with a small loan, enough to get that cab of yours fixed up.
I appreciate that, sir, but I'm not looking for a handout.
Then what are we doing here?
I just want a shot at the bastards who wrecked my cab.
You hear that, Frank? The kid wants my permission to get into a fight.
Yes, I heard.
Okay, Tommy Angelo. All the Morella's girls hang out at a bar he owns. Paul, you know the place.
Sure do, boss.
Good. You can ride along with Tommy. There's a lot right next to the bar where they park their cars. Go smash up a few tin cans, send Morello a message. He can't rough up hard-working Joes in my neighborhood without getting a black eye.
Thank you, Mr. Salieri. I won't let you down.
And Tommy, when you get back, we'll talk about what's next for you.
No one else knows you here, so tread careful, okay?
Sure.
After this, we meet Vincenzo, the weapons specialist. He supplies us with baseball bats and a couple of Molotovs. We then head to the garage to pick up a fresh set of wheels from Ralphie. He's the mechanic. And we're off to Morello's hideout in the slowest car we've been in so far. We pull up and we gotta keep it stealthy. I take out the guard along with the rest of the cars. More dudes show up, but minced meat. Paulie suggests that we steal Dino's car that's in the garage.
I don't like you and you got a good car? I'm gonna know where you...
We then flee the scene and return to Salieri's. The Don is very impressed and wants Tommy to join the family.
Hey, boss. It's done.
No trouble?
Yeah, nothing we couldn't handle, Mr. Salieri.
Good, good. Sit down. You see Morello?
Nah, but he'll be plenty pissed when his boys tell him what happened.
He's not going to be able to think straight for weeks. See, that's the difference between me and Morello. I'm a businessman. I do everything with this. Every decision I make, it's what's good for the business and my boys. But Morello, he's a hothead, and all that anger burns out the brain. And when he gets mad, he gets stupid.
You got nothing like that to worry about with Tommy here. He was aces the whole way, boss.
I'm glad to hear it. I got a growing business here. We could use a guy like you to help out around the bar. Maybe run some errands, make sure the bills get paid on time. You up for that?
Oh, it'd be an honor, sir.
Good. Good. Now, Polly and Sam have already vouched for you. But you need to understand we have a few rules around here, so you listen and listen good. First, no cursing on the premises. There's a million words out there. And the man who needs to resort to fuck this and fuck that is just ignorant or lazy. Second, we don't deal in the hard stuff. I don't want any dope fiends in this neighborhood. We'll let Morella poison his own people if that's what he wants. Finally, stay out of trouble with the cops. We only have a few on the payroll. And if you cross the line, the rest will come after you. You understand?
Yes, Mr. Salieri.
Then I'm going to only ask you for one more thing, Tommy. I don't keep Paulie and Sam around just because they're strong. A lot of guys out there bigger and tougher than these two. And I don't keep Frank on a payroll because he's smart. Though he is an artist with the numbers. All these guys in this room, they're here because they have the only thing that matters to me. The only thing that should matter to any of us. You know what that is, Tommy?
They're loyal.
That's right. Now you stay straight with me, you're gonna be living the high life, Tom. But you abuse my trust.
Don Salieri, you won't ever need to worry about me.
Okay, then. Welcome to the family. Excellent. Now I'm starving. Luigi, let's eat.
Welcome. Our barman Luigi is not much of a cook. But his daughter Sarah, Maron.
And it's collection day, boys. So Tommy, you'll drive. Paulie and Sam can handle the rest. It'll be routine.
Just a handful of stops today.
Bill at the motel was a little short last month. So make sure he pays us the interest he owes.
No problem, boss.
Don't lay hands on anyone unless there's no other choice. Our clients need to understand that we provide a valuable service. They need to look at you and see Santa Michael. They need to believe you'll protect them.
So let Morella stoop to breaking legs. We're better than that. But the bill's still due, and everyone pays up.
We can handle it.
Go see Ralphie about a car.
Okay, boss.
It's payment day for the Salieri crime family, and we get to join the boys on their routine pickup. Here's a little history lesson for you. Civilians back in the day would pay the Mafia for their safety. There were tons of gangs running around the streets that
We do not care.
Ooh, sheesh! Oh man, what a time to be alive. We arrived at a bakery owned by this guy named Al. Business is going well for... Wait, shit. Business isn't going well for him at the moment. Great depression. He tells us that the money is in the back, so that's where we go. Yet again, we meet another old lady. She's Italian, and she's pissed.
It's on the table, brown envelope.
I don't blame her though, as we're taking what little money they have left. It's all in a day's work. Before we left, I noticed a letter on their counter. It happens to be from the bank, and they're pissed. It seems that Al had been missing payments on his loan. This can only be because he was saving money for his payment toward the Mafia. It makes sense because you don't want to know what happens if you miss a payment for the Don. Now the next stop. Paulie does this one on his own, and yeah. The final stop is out of town, so it gives Sam enough time to bust my chops.
Yeah, seems like it's not too hard.
Not hard. Kinda not hard.
I don't know. Comes natural to you guys. Don't see why it can't come natural to me.
So anyone could do this. Me and Polly, we've been working these streets for years. You come in and you think you know it all.
I'm not saying that, Sam.
You've been a day on the job, pal. You haven't seen what we do. You haven't seen how we do it. Sam, I think you oughta... No, Polly. This punk thinks he can walk in here like a big shot. I put greasers like him in the ground. I think you gotta say you're sorry, Tom.
Sorry, huh? Well, I'd say sorry if I couldn't see the bullshit smile you're trying to hide.
You got him, though, Sam! You got him!
We arrive and it immediately goes south. Paulie comes outside with a bullet hole in his stomach.
I took one. Jesus Christ, Paulie!
Tell Salieri from here on out this place is ours. Capiche? And don't come back, or you'll end up in worse shape than your friends.
Get Sam. They're trying to beat information out of him. I gotta get you to a doctor. I can wait. Get Sam out of there.
Okay, just hang on.
Hey pal, you shoulda shot me when you had the chance. I decide to take it stealthy, sneaking around to the back. I climb up on some conveniently placed pallets to get up to the second floor. I then fumble the bag.
Cock and ball.
I don't even know how he saw me, bruh. What, has he got eyes at the back of his head? I guess we're going in guns blazing. Yo, this is so much fun. The combat in this game is so simple yet so satisfying.
Sam, they really went to work on you, buddy. Christ. Come on. You'll be all right. You're tough as nails.
You're a big son of a bitch!
Oh, shit. He's got the money, Tom. Oh, catch the bastard.
Where is Sam?
He's okay. Inside.
Then go get the money!
The unit escapes, but not for long, because I'm not giving up the chase. We need that money. His goons come out of nowhere to try to stop me, but I got the best shot this side of the Mississippi. We eventually catch up and turn him into a smoke show. No, not that kind of smoke show, this kind of smoke show. The mission ends and things are starting to heat up with Tommy and his involvement with the Mafia.
That was when I saw the cost. What it meant to be on the inside. I should have took off there and then. But I couldn't go back to being a nobody.
The game cuts back to the conversation between Detective Norman and Tommy Angelo. Norman believes that Tommy went from cab driver to gang member overnight just by dumb luck. Tommy disagrees, believing that the events that took place had to have been fate. He then goes on to explain how the rival Morello gang had the run of the city back then. Anyone that opposed them would either be bought off or scared into looking the other way. Tommy brings up the story of Joey Crackers as an example.
The way I hear it, Joey was just driving to the gym one morning.
Ooh, Joey Crackers.
Probably daydreaming about winning a belt or something.
God damn it! Moron! You're driving with your goddamn eyes closed? Look at this! Jesus, Mary, Joseph, Tom Morello, I didn't know it was you.
Oh, shit.
You know anybody else driving a rare import in this part of town, Joey?
No. Well, then, I'm sorry, I was driving real slow.
You're saying this is my fault?
No, no, sir. I ain't never been in no accident.
Well, repairs are gonna be expensive.
Oh, you're not gonna need that, sir. The tires are just fine. The grill's a little bent up is all. I mean, I got a cousin I can...
No, fight back, Joey! Joey! Joey!
No. Don Morello left him dead in the street. No one did anything about it because you couldn't. The Morellos ran the city and they couldn't even be contested by the cops. The conversation continues with Tommy talking about the little run-ins he had with the Morellos. Everything was relatively quiet and small time for the first couple of years. When Tommy wasn't doing the usual routine of running booze and offering protection, he was having himself a little bit of fun. There's a race coming up in Lost Heaven and the boss always bets on his favorite driver, Mikey Dunn. The guy can't lose and he's won a ton of money for the Salieri crime family. There's just one problem though. There's a new hotshot European entering the race that supposedly has a faster car than Mikey's by a whole country mile. If Mikey Dunn loses, it'll be like Black Thursday for the Salieris and other investors. The logical thing to do as a gang member is to just make the driver disappear. But apparently Don Morello has the driver holed up somewhere. The next best thing is to, fix up his car. There's a guy down at the racetrack that Ralphie knows that can help us rig the race. We just gotta make sure we get the car set up and ready to go before the next guy starts his shift.
He's an ass.
Oh boy, this is gonna be good. We make our way down to the racetrack to meet Bobby at the gate. He takes us down to the garage where the car is. Bobby wants us to make it quick because the next guy's shift starts at 1:30. And we all know about the next guy.
I gotta be back from Bertone by 1:30 before the next guy's shift.
Yeah, he's an ass.
This whip be whipping. That's the simplest way I could put it. I mean, it hauls. The cops eventually notice that a race car is wreaking havoc across the city, so they give chase. Well, they tried to give chase at least. We make it to Lucas Bertone's garage underneath the Giuliano Bridge where he's going to tune the car a little. One awkward scene where Lucas won't hand the keys over because he's babbling about doing other work for Salieri later, and we're off. This thing handles like a true jalopy. It's stuttering and stopping as we bring it back to the racetrack. After seeing the state of this car, we'll be sure to win the race. It's race day and the boys are fooling around as usual.
So Sam walks out of the bathroom, and I'm praying he's got a piece on him, because I'm not sure the bartender's gonna hand over what he owes. And his two sons, they're inching closer. I can hear them cracking their knuckles. They're both 7 feet tall, built like brick shithouses.
What were you carrying?
My dick.
That's right. This crazy bastard, he waltzes out of the bathroom, just starts pissing all over the joint.
Really? What, he didn't call the cops?
Nah, sometimes you just gotta make them think you're crazy.
Tom, you got a moment?
Oh. Sure, Frank.
We've got a bit of a situation.
Is the boss okay?
Oh yeah, it's nothing like that. Mikey Dunn, our driver. Some of Morello's guys roughed him up pretty good last night. Broke his arm, broke his jaw, sent him to the hospital.
Jesus.
Yeah, tough luck for Mikey. Anyway, you're going to race for him.
Wait, what? Frank, I
Tom,
don't know.
there's a half hour before the starting gun goes off, so this is not a discussion. The Don wants to win, but more importantly, he wants Morello to lose. And you are our best wheelman. Otherwise, I'd be talking to someone else.
Yeah. Okay, Frank.
Good. Rafi has the car gassed and ready. Get to the track right away.
From Europe, we got the hotshot favorite, Martin Lichtenberg, taking some time out of the International Series to compete with us today. Got some news from the grid here. Lost Heaven local favorite Mikey Dunn is out. Replacing him is, Tommy Angelo. Well, I'm sure you'll all join me in wishing him good luck.
You heard what Frank said. We're racing, baby! And just like that, we earn a truckload of money for us and the rest of the family. Everyone's proud that we comped the dub, even the likes of Sarah. Damn! A celebration ensues after the race and it's beautiful. The whole vibe of walking through this area is great. We run into Sam, who's with some girl he picked up at the track. He tells us that Paulie has had one too many to drink and we should probably take him home. So we make our way over to Paulie. We find Paulie lying in some trash with a bottle of booze. He's gotta be my favorite character, man. He's just too classic.
Cow says moo and the chicken says quack. What does the bird say?
I don't know, but the security guy back there says you gotta go home.
Guy's an asshole. You should show some respect.
Well, that's true, but I'm saying you gotta go home too, before you resurface the pit lane.
Well, okay then. I guess.
On the car ride home, Paulie opens up about the Mafia life.
Doing real good since you joined the family, but you know you got it easy, right? Me and Sam, we keep the real stuff from you.
That right, huh?
You don't know what it's like. You get the call to see the Don and your mind's racing. Done some bad shit, Tom.
He also talks about women, which I thought was hilarious.
Tom, I want to go with the lady. Take me to the ladies! Take me to those sweet patooties.
What is this guy on about? The mission comes to a close as we drop Paulie off at his house.
Sweet dreams, tough guy.
I'm gonna... Yeah, I don't feel so good.
Next, we get to learn more about Sarah. Luigi, Sarah's father, wants us to walk her home as she has had problems with some local hooligans.
Hey, Tom, before you go, I ask maybe a small favor. Huh?
Sure, Luigi, what do you need?
Walk my daughter home.
Sarah? The way I hear it, she doesn't need any kind of escort.
She's a tough. There's this pack of boys near her place. The punks, you know, cattivi ragazzi. They talk blue, make advances. Sarah, she's gonna speak at the mind. But maybe she says something they don't like. Things that get ugly. But if you walking at home, this will remind these punks she's the Don's a goddaughter.
No problem, Luigi. I'd be honored.
Benny. Sarah, the time to close.
What's this then?
Tom's gonna take you.
All right.
Hey, I just work here.
Make sure nobody bother you.
Fine. If it'll make you feel better, Pop.
Hey.
I'll see you tomorrow. Let me get my coat.
I'll wait for you outside.
The walk starts off with a little bit of small talk. If you ask me, I'm not even paying attention though, cause Shorty got them Shakira hips. What the fuck? We take a short stop at someone's house. Sarah is giving them leftover food from the bar. It's a very nice thing to do. She also then saves me from getting hit by a car.
Killed on my account, Tom.
And then proceeds to roast me about how I got no game.
You spend all this time with a lady killer like Sam Trapani, and the best line you got is, "Good night for a walk anyways."
This vendor offers me some flowers, but I decline cause you ain't getting no flowers after that. Who do you think I am? Sarah then hits me with some crazy statement about her ex-boyfriends.
I know what happened to all the other guys I dated. I helped hide the bodies.
When things couldn't get any worse, we're met by these bozos. I mean, look at them.
You stepping out on us?
Piss off.
Don't cast the kitten, dollface. We'll let your boyfriend watch. What do you say?
We going to have trouble here?
Trouble started back when you tried to steal our girl, Chief.
You saps aren't careful. You'll end up in wooden overcoats. Last chance to walk away.
We ain't frails. We know who you work for.
Salieri might have been the big six when he was younger, but he's all washed up now. It's only a matter of time before Morello punches his ticket.
I don't need Salieri. Or anyone else. Not for this.
Well, then let's see what you got, cake eater.
Tommy is such a badass. Did you hear those lines he was spitting? If you saps aren't careful, you'll end up in wooden overcoats. I love it. These guys don't stand a chance. One headbutt after the other and they're dropping like flies. You know what happens when you touch my girl, right? Oh, that was a bit much, don't you think?
Tommy!
Oh my god, what's up with the amount of units in this town?
You son of a bitch.
You got a good right hook, I'll give you that. You're bleeding. Come up to my place. I'll take a look. Well, you gonna come in and take a load off, or what?
Been wondering when you'd invite me up.
The bank's closed, Slugger. I'm just gonna patch you up is all. Now go sit down on the couch, roll up your sleeve. I'm getting my sewing kit. Doesn't look too bad. You need something for the pain?
No, I'm fine.
You don't have to do that.
What?
I can see it fucking hurts, Tom. You want to pretend it don't? Go ask Polly to staple you up.
What do you got?
Compliments of the Don. Take another. All right. You gonna grin and bear this?
Yeah, I'll be okay.
Good. Because I don't need the little old lady next door complaining to the super about all the racket.
Just be quick about it, will ya?
It's gonna take as long as it takes. The sloppier the stitch, the uglier the scar.
That right. You stitched up a lot of fellas.
Just my father. Ma would really go after Luigi sometimes. He got pretty good at ducking dinner plates. So one day she stabbed him with her knitting needle. Right through the hand.
What for?
'Cause she was an ugly, jealous drunk. There. Not my best work, but it'll hold.
The scar will be something to remember you by, if nothing else.
You're staying over. Can't have you stumbling through the neighborhood pie-eyed. Not when them hoods are out looking for you anyways.
Yeah, okay. You got an extra blanket or something?
No. And the heat's out.
This'll do.
Things are getting pretty spicy between Tommy and Sarah, but not as spicy as Don Salieri.
This can't stand.
Sarah's okay, boss. I took care of it.
She started working here before she could see over the bar. I don't have a daughter of my own, Tom. I'd do anything for Luigi's little girl.
So would I. We all would.
That's right, boss. Anything for Luigi and Sarah.
Do those bastards think this is fucking Luna Park or something? I'll rip them apart with my own hands.
Our business is protection. But who's gonna pay up when they learn we can't even protect one of our own as she walks home from work?
So what do you want us to do?
Teach these boys a lesson. Break every bone in their bodies. Put them in wheelchairs. Bust their faces up so bad, even their mothers can't look at them without screaming.
We know where they're holed up?
My friend on the force says we should start looking into Chinatown. Then Big Biff will know something. Tommy, go to Vinny, get us some gear. Meet me at Biff's place.
Yeah, okay.
Leave these punks laying in the street. I want everyone to know we do not allow mad dogs to run wild in our neighborhood.
You got it, boss.
I particularly like the little details after this cutscene. You can hear Salieri and Frank continue the heated discussion about what happened with Sarah.
I got guys calling after Sarah in the street. I got payments drying up from the Corleone. I got Morello taking bites out of our B&A racket every time I turn.
I also like how Paulie says he'll meet you in Chinatown and you see him leave in his car.
Everything will be in hand once these guys' faces are beaten into...
I don't know, it's little details like that that add to the immersion. They could have just made him teleport the second he walked out of the door, but they didn't, and I like that. The mission continues with us driving over to Chinatown to meet up with Paulie. Another cool detail is during this drive. A news broadcast is on the radio talking about the uproar in crime due to the recent economic downturn.
The economic downturn and resulting social deprivation. In the greater Lost Heaven area last year, there was a sharp increase in the number of gang-related incidents.
You do have the option to change the station to music or turn off the radio completely. It's another small but awesome detail added into the game. The irony of it all is really entertaining. We're a gang member listening to the news saying beware of the rise in crime while simultaneously en route to commit said criminal acts. We arrive in Chinatown. We're here to talk to a store owner named Biff. He's a friend of Salieri's and he knows where the hoodlums from the previous night are hiding. A hop, skip, and a jump and we're there.
Telling you, nicest ass I've ever seen in my life.
Yo.
Oh, Billy, it's the guy from the other night. We gotta go.
The Don sent us here to send a message to anyone who thinks of messing with our crew.
Break every bone in their bodies.
Keep these punks away! Climb over! Jesus!
It was going pretty well until the two main goons we were after decided to flee into the alleyway. They led us to their inevitable doom. Oh, red barrels, baby. Yo, that guy does not look too good. Barrel. Oh my god. Now we gotta fight our way through a fiery building. Look at this unfortunate bloke. I guess misfortune runs in the family. The brawl continues as we fight our way out of the back of the building. And if it weren't for Paulie's dialogue, I would have gotten stabbed. Oh, that was so close. The chase continues, but hold up just a second. What is that shooting, Paulie?
Oh, come on. Get out of here!
Another unfortunate soul gets his car nabbed in hopes of chasing them down. The car isn't as fast as theirs, but it'll have to do. We bob and weave through the outskirts of the city until they make a faulty mistake. They try to lose us through an alleyway where they end up crashing.
Go on and pop him, Tom.
No. No, wait. Please. Please, I don't want to fucking die, man.
Christ, Tom. You can't feel sorry for these animals. A guy like this would plug you if you give him the chance. You gotta pull the trigger without thinking. Guess I'm out. This one's finished too. Oh, Christ, Tom. Snap out of it. You remember what those guys wanted to do to Sarah?
Yeah. Just,
Hey. Let's get out of here before the bulls show up, huh?
Tommy completely freezes up in this situation. It's like he's just seen a ghost. This right here shows that he's a human too. You can tell that he's thinking that he might not be cut out for the Mafia life. After all, he was in it for the money, not the bloodshed.
Simple, straight.
I can't afford this life no more.
Just getting lucky. I'll give you a chance to win your money back.
You want in, boss?
We have business to discuss, Paulie.
We're in it now, boys.
One of our associates at the coroner's office sent this over. Corpse's name is Giolotti.
You recognize him?
Sure. That's one of the punks we ran out of the neighborhood.
Now he got the bullet in the back of his head?
Yeah. We capped him.
Well, the cops ought to thank us. We did him a favor. The guy was a rapist, boss.
Yeah? Well, he was also a city councilor's son. You want to drive a politician into Morella's arms? There's no better way than killing off his family.
Christ.
It gets worse. You left another guy in the wreck?
Yeah, but he was dead when we got there.
You gonna tell me he was the president's nephew or something?
2 in the head, Paulie. If you're gonna do a job, do it right.
He made it?
Yes. He spent the week in St. Mary's, but he pulled through.
Can he point a finger at either of you?
I don't know. Maybe.
Okay. Look. We're gonna kill 2 birds with 1 blast. Galati's funeral's today at St. Michael's. Sam, you're gonna attend. Sit in the back and try to spot the lucky bastard.
How will I recognize him?
He'll be the one who just crawled away from a car wreck.
His arm is broken. Look for a sling.
Sam's gonna need a little distraction if he's gonna clean up your mess.
You sending Tommy to dip his wick?
It's a brothel?
A gentleman's club, just down the street from St. Michael's. The Don has invested a lot of money in it over the years.
So, me and Sam.
Regardless, the owner has suddenly decided to do business with Morello instead of us.
You want me to go remind him of his obligations?
Yes. Then blow the place up.
What?
Morello wants to take businesses away from us? He'll inherit craters.
Look, Tom, we can't send Paulie and Sam since all the ladies know them already. They'd never make it through the front door. But you can walk right in.
Okay. What about the manager?
Take care of him wherever you find him. If any of the horse see it, well, it'll be a warning. Once he's out of the way, head to his office on the top floor. Grab any documents and money you find there, and place the explosives.
Vincenzo will see that you have what you need.
And you think the blast will be big enough to give me cover?
Yeah, but be smart. Only take a shot if you know you won't get made.
Tommy, one more thing. One of the girls is passing Morello information about our operations. Before you blow the place, you'll need to take care of her, too.
You want Tommy to kill a twist? Come on, Frank.
It's just bad luck this falls to Tom. But we gotta protect the family.
Her name is Michelle. She's usually working one of the upper rooms. Her photo is in the folder.
You boys clear on everything?
Yeah.
Tom.
I got it, boss.
Then get it done.
Things are getting heated up. Holy shit. Due to Tommy's hesitation and Paulie not having any more ammo left, Billy was able to make it out alive. This goes to show that you always gotta put 2 in the head. 2 in the head! Also, the Don is going a bit overboard in my opinion here. He wants us to blow the building up? That Don's gone mad. This is gonna be one hell of a mission. Before we leave to drop Sam off at the church, we gotta pick up the bomb from Vinny.
Give those girls a squeeze from Uncle Vin, huh? Not today, Vinny.
Sam wants to talk before we head out. He's been with the chick that Tommy was assigned to kill. Sam gives us money and tells us to make sure she gets out of town. This is a morally correct option, however, it goes against the Don's orders. Never go against the Don, or else bad things will happen. It's alright if he never finds out though, so we agree and sympathize with Sam. I'm pretty sure it's the same girl he was with at the racetrack, but I could be wrong. We embark on our journey and it's filled with banter as always.
Weddings are less boring. I'd go to one of them. You working on that?
Guess so.
Good. Because I've given up waiting on Polly. Guy couldn't get a broad to stick to him if they went swimming through glue.
He'll find someone.
Tom, if his own mother has given up hope, then you can give up hope too.
We drop Sam off and head down to the whorehouse. I mean, that's what it is, right? It's a hotel where people pay to sleep with the women that work there. Just another day. Upon arrival, I'm greeted by some sort of hostess.
Hey, handsome. You here for a girl, drinks, or a mix of the two?
A girl. And I got some business with your manager, too.
A girl I can help you with. Come through. Find a girl you like, and you can both get better acquainted upstairs.
We mosey our way through the bar where we find the manager. I decide that it's probably best to find out where Michelle is before I cap the manager. I go over to the front desk and the concierge tells me that Michelle is currently busy. This won't do, so I sneak into the employees only area to find some more information about Michelle. At the same time, the concierge gets a phone call that distracts him. What a coincidence. There's a booklet that shows what room the girls are in. Michelle is located in room 208. Bingo. We go up to the second floor and find Michelle straight chilling in her room.
You, Michelle?
What's it to you?
Fella named Sam is one of your regulars.
Maybe there's a lot of guys named Sam.
You know him. Works for Don Salieri. Maybe you got him talking about our business from time to time, and maybe Don Morello offered you some money to spill what you heard.
No, Sam, trust me. I don't say nothing. He knows that.
Well, the Don's losing a lot of money because someone can't keep their mouths shut.
I was just bumping guns with some of Morello's girls. I didn't mean nothing by it. Tell him I'm
I know.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
You scared then? Good. Don't you ever forget how it feels to be this scared. To know you're just one twitch away from a hole in the ground. Because if you ever show your face in this town again, they're gonna find you with 2 in the head. Do you understand? Lucky for you, Sam's got a big heart. Get dressed and make tracks. This place is gonna blow soon.
Thank you.
Just don't come back and we're square.
There's only one more job to do. Take out the manager and plant the explosives in his office. We head downstairs undetected and march back to the lounge to send our regards.
Let him have it! Call the cops!
I killed the manager, yay, woohoo! I ran out of ammo. That's okay, because we got the checkpoint. Also, this isn't the way you're supposed to kill him. I had no idea there was an animation for it if you go up to him and shake his hand. The only reason I found out about this was because of a YouTube recommendation.
You must be the manager. Don Salieri sends his regards.
Yeah, that way is so much cooler. All of the Morellos now know our location, which is a bit of a problem as we have to fight our way to the office. Morello's goons are getting dropped. I be smoking that optic scumpy pack and they can't compete with me. I decided to search the room before the manager's office in hopes of finding a health pack.
It's not what it looks like.
What? What? Oh my god.
Ah, sorry.
It's time to go! The cops are right on our tail as we scramble to the rooftops. More policemen show up, but you know how that's gonna go. We eventually find our way into the bell tower of the church, the same church that is holding the funeral of Billy Galati.
No matter how far we've fallen, we can find redemption in death.
Now, William, he was a sinner, yes,
But he was also a loving son, a protective brother, and a loyal friend. And for those virtues, we pray that his soul will find salvation. And now I believe one of Billy's closest and dearest friends would like to say a few words.
Thank you, Father. I just wanted to pay my respects. Billy, I never said this, but I consider you my brother. I can't even count all the times you saved my ass from a beating. So I don't know how I'm good.
What are you doing? Wait, that's the guy. That's the guy who killed Billy!
Are you serious, my brother? In a church? That's how little the Mafia cares. It's one thing to have a shootout, but a shootout in a church?
Oh, hell no! Oh, no!
We chase Johnny through the church while fighting off other armed men. This is obviously light work for us, and we put the final bullets into him.
What have you done? Murder in the house of God.
These men were criminals, Father. Thieves. Rapists. Killers.
And God would have embraced them if they'd asked for forgiveness. Now, which one of these men might have sought redemption by working with the poor? Which one might have saved just one life?
None of us, Father.
Bro, do you ever die?
You bastard. If you have any confessions to make, you better do it quick.
No more bloodshed, please!
I'm sorry, Father. Consider this an act of divine retribution.
That make us even?
Sure. For now. For your trouble, Father.
I don't want your blood money.
You took theirs. Not a lot of difference from where I'm standing. That should be enough dough to patch up the bullet holes. And keep you quiet.
When the cops come, you tell them the gunman who did this had East Coast accents. Must have been from out of town, right?
I won't lie. But I won't say anything at all.
Good. Be a shame if we had to come back here.
The coast isn't clear just yet. Police surround the entrance of the church. There's no other way than to make a push into the streets. Sam suggests that we steal the hearse that's parked out front. If this game couldn't get any more twisted, we're stealing a hearse?
Suspect and accomplice escaping in a hearse. I repeat, a hearse.
Even the police officers can't believe it.
Well, today didn't turn out like I expected.
Just drive. We'll end up in the back.
Now is not the time to be making hearse jokes, Sam. The chase continues through the city, but I've managed to outrun the cops fairly easily. The hearse got wheels. We make it back to Salieri's, realizing that this is only the beginning of many more dangerous jobs to come.
Jesus Christ, Tommy. You're confessing to a shootout in a church.
And I ain't even to the hard stuff yet.
You know I could take you in right now, put you behind bars until you're old and gray.
Maybe. If you think you can make any of it stick. But then you'd never know about Morello.
Hey, fellas. Sorry to keep you waiting. My shift just started. What you having?
2 lunch specials, please. And more coffee. You know what? Let's bring the whole pot. All right, we've come this far together. What kind of heat did you get from the church?
It's a strange thing. Nothing really came of it all. Always figured Salieri paid off someone somewhere because it wasn't even in the papers. We just had to lay low for 7, 8 months. The cops kept showing up at the bar just to remind us they were watching. And Frank caught wind that Morello was helping Galati get reelected, hoping he'd go after the Don.
Well, I recovered some account books from Morello's offices. 33 was a pretty good year for him.
Bastard knew we were bleeding out before we did. While we were busy keeping our heads down, he started moving in on our rackets. Quiet at first, a few trucks go missing. Top burner has one too many highballs, drives off a bridge. One of our regular pickups suddenly closes up shop, moves upstate.
You didn't catch on?
Not me. I think maybe Paulie smelled something. But even with the cops looking over our shoulders and Morello circling, we were still making good money. And with the Dom worried about keeping the heat off, we didn't have much to do, except drink, have a few laughs. Every time I went into Salieri's, there was Sarah. So it was a good year. Until Frank.
Coletti, Don's consigliere.
Yeah, that's right. He set me straight. He set us all straight.
There's a lot of buzz around town about you guys.
Yeah, we got into a little scrap last night. It's no big deal.
I don't care about the bar fight, Tom. I care how it looks when you walk into a club and by everyone around. We gotta do something with our dough. Then blow it at the track on Sunday. Or take a dame to a show. Or invest it for Christ's sake.
You want me to become one of those Wall Street boys?
Don't sass me, Tommy. I'm trying to teach you the ropes, so you don't get strangled by them. You ever have a dog, Tom?
Sure. Little mutt when I was a kid.
When I was 8 or 9, before I came over from Sicily, I had this beautiful, skinny Cerneco dell'Etna. Like a little greyhound. Fastest dog you've ever seen. That's how I met the Don. We started setting up races together. Betting on her with coins and rifle shells. There wasn't another dog that could catch her. She never lost. Until the day she did. We were only out a pocket knife, but I never saw the Don so angry.
She got old on you?
No. Pregnant. She went into heat, got out of the yard, and every dog in town had a turn. You're like that dog, Tommy. Every time you flash your money around, you're a bitch in heat, and everyone in that club is now looking to fuck you. And once you get fucked, you're no good to us. Do you understand?
You made your point.
Good. Because you need to think about your career here. Look, Paulie's hit his ceiling. He's the guy we want in a tussle, but he's not smart enough to run anything. Sam is loyal, but he has no vision. But you, Tommy, you could run this town someday.
Well, I appreciate that, Frank. So, what happened to the dog?
The Don tried to drown her. I broke his nose. You can let me off here. Give Sarah my best, Tommy.
Back then, everything went through Frank. The plans, the orders, the money. You could get the call day or night.
Frank is in charge of the operations for this mission. We're headed close to the border for a shipment of Canadian whiskey. This shipment will provide the Salieri crime family with its income for the next couple of weeks. Frank wants us to meet Paulie at the warehouse where the pickup truck will be. On our way down to Salieri's warehouse, more small details of the game come into effect. The radio in the car is broadcasting an emergency weather warning. It states that there are multiple accidents throughout the city and people are advised to stay off the road.
There are reports coming in of a number of traffic accidents attributed to the downpour.
And what do you know, there's an accident that we come across. I wanted to check out the wreck, so I got out of the car for a closer look. I then proceed to pull my gun out? This was an accident, of course, but the cops aren't too happy. I walk up to them, and this is where a cool feature happens. This is such a cool little option that's available rather than getting gunned down for mistakenly wielding my weapon. I get a closer look at the crash.
Ocean man, take me by the hand.
Mission complete. Well, not quite. We make it to Paulie at the warehouse where we will be taking the pickup truck to the exchange spot.
Come on, Tom! Hey! Watch it, pal. Just dry it out.
Sorry. You know this place?
Yeah. We've done a few pickups at the farm before. Don't worry. There ain't nothing but cow shit and shine out here. It's gonna be an easy few clams. Boys will load up the trucks, and we'll come straight back.
Yeah, let's make it quick. I got someplace to be.
You see it, Sarah, later. Luigi's little girl, your night shift. You're something else, pal. Protecting the girl's virginity one day and taking it the next.
Lay off, Paulie.
Ah, come on. I'm just kidding. She's a good girl. You settle down, she'll straighten you right out. I'm going home to a couch. Now, I wonder what kind of stories she could tell about her old man, though. Luigi was a stone-cold killer back in the day.
I wouldn't know.
You know she's been helping out behind the bar since she was a kid. I bet she's seen and heard a few things. Probably knows more about our business than we do.
She knows enough not to ask me too many questions.
That's good. She won't ever make a liar out of you. Christ. You ought to marry her just for that. God damn it. Sam should be waiting here, but I don't see him.
Something smells off.
Don't let your pecker get all shriveled up. Probably just trying to get out of the rain. Or into the bootleg. That'll wake him.
He ain't coming.
Okay. Let's go find him. That bastard is just 3 sheets, and I'm wrecking a new suit for nothing. I swear I'm gonna kill him. Here. Just in case Frank was right. I'm gonna go grab them boys, get them sorted out. You go ahead, see what's what. We'll catch up with you.
Sam is nowhere to be found at the pickup spot. This doesn't seem right, so we hop out to investigate the farm. It's very eerie. The only thing you can hear is the storm itself. The first thing I stumble upon is a shed. There's a newspaper that is talking about the country's current unemployment. This has to be a clue that somebody was here. We continue through the desolate farm and find a dead dog. If this game couldn't get any more grim. I follow a trail of tire tracks and find a parked pickup truck. I proceed to search the truck.
Hey, buddy. Jesus.
Drop your weapon.
You first.
We don't have time for this. Sorry, pal. Guess we're doing this the hard way.
Okay, then.
Get over here! I got him pinned down!
And just like that, we're surrounded by what appears to be smugglers. It's nothing we can't handle, though.
Wow! It's me, Tom.
Polly, what took you so long?
Looking for Sammy. Did you find him?
Nah, not yet. Just him.
Canadian crew. Dollars to donuts, the rest are face down in the dirt, too. Oh, Christ. They're cops, Tommy.
Well, how would I know? They didn't show a badge. God, they didn't say anything.
They must be in Morello's pocket. This bastard. He can't even let us have this one racket. Forget about it, Tom. We gotta find Sam and get out of here.
We find out that Morello was most likely behind this. Yet again, he gets involved in Salieri's business. We still have no idea where Sam is, so we go on the search to find him. We come across a barn that appears to be bloodied. My heart sank at this moment, thinking that they got to Sam. They happen to be a part of the Canadian crew that we were working with. Phew! We approach another building that has more of the border patrol inside. You can do this stealthily, but I didn't really care because we were on the hunt for Sam. The next building we enter are the stables. There's an injured man crawling towards us. It gives me the heebie-jeebies. Two men jumped us, but they weren't very successful. During this altercation, I hear gunfire in the distance. It's Sam who's trying to fight off the border patrol. He ends up getting shot in the process. Now I'm angry. We fight our way to the barn where we find Sam badly wounded.
Thank Christ.
boys stay here and watch our backs. Plug anyone who gets within 100 yards. Except us.
Hey, Polly.
Sammy, oh Jesus, what have they done to you?
I got clipped. Christ, that's a lot of blood.
Can you walk?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, just hang on. I'll go get the truck, then we'll take you to the doctor. Hey, you're gonna make it, Sam. Tommy, you stay here with him. I'll be back in a flash.
Okay.
Fuck!
Hey, he'll be okay, Sam. We've survived worse.
Sure we have.
More police show up to hopefully finish the job. They forgot one thing though. I'm Tommy Angelo with a Tommy gun.
Oh, Christ. Tony and Donnie too?
Yeah.
What a fucking massacre. How's Sam?
Well, he ain't any worse.
I'll go get him. Keep an eye out.
Come on now. We're going home. I need the doctor, Polly. Yeah, I can see that here. Just hang on.
I gotcha. Okay.
Okay. Hey, we're gonna get you all patched up. Okay?
Brother, what is that?
Polly? We got more company.
All right, get in.
I'm right here, Sam.
There's some ammo and a Thompson back there somewhere. When they pull in behind you, blast them down. Just don't let them get past us.
They brought the motherload to come and stop us. I mean, this is ridiculous. That truck looks like it belongs on the front lines of World War II. We do as much praying and spraying as we can until Polly shakes off the big boy.
Polly, faster!
My pedal is to the metal! Did we lose them?
2 squad cars on us!
I take out the other 2 squad cars and we get a little bit of breathing room. This isn't for long as a police bike that Polly decides to hit causes us to crash.
Sam, you okay? We're in trouble, Tom. I'm a real man too, Tom! Shit!
The armored truck finds its way back into the chase. We're not giving up this easily though. I managed to shoot out the turret on the top of the truck.
Take out the windshield armor, Tom!
Then Sam tells me to shoot at the windshield panels. Once the panels are off, we unleash the Molotovs.
More where that came from. The windshield. Shoot out the windshield.
Ollie, we gotta lose him!
This shit's an action movie.
We did it. We did it. Okay, we're here, Tom. You get Sam out. I'm gonna go wake up the doc.
Sam. We made it. We're at the doctor's house.
3, I owe you.
Paulie, what the hell are you doing here so late?
Evening, Doc. Sorry to wake you, but we had a little accident. We got an injured man out here.
All right, bring him inside.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I'll stay with Sam. You can take the truck back. Call it a night.
No, I'll wait.
The doc's already got his hands full. No sense in both of us breathing down his neck.
Go on, Tom. I'm gonna be fine.
Okay. Hey, you did good tonight.
We got Sam to a doctor, but the mission isn't over just yet. We got a long drive back to Sarah's apartment. During this drive, the radio is playing a speech by the president that is trying to motivate the people of the US to overcome the Depression. The president's probably FDR, I think, Herbert Hoover, FDR, one of those two. Another cool detail I found is that when you drive into a tunnel, the radio becomes muffled due to the lack of signal.
Can have no influence on economic ills. One reason is that I happen to know that professional economists...
Sweet! We finally pull up to Sarah's apartment where she's been waiting for us.
You're late. Dinner's cold.
Work. Marry me.
Okay.
Hey, boss. I came as soon as I got your message.
Sit down, Tom. We have a mole, Tom.
No. Oh.
I was up all night driving myself nuts trying to figure it out. I started thinking maybe it's one of our guys. We aren't paying his fair share. Someone with a light wallet. Maybe looking to Morello for a new suit. Frank wasn't around, so I went to the safe to get the account books. To see who's getting cents on the dollar he's earned.
What do you know?
The books are gone, Tom.
Frank.
More than 50 years I've known him. Everything I have, I got with Frank. And every buck we've earned, every dime we've paid out, it's all logged in those books. Frank hands those over to the feds, we're finished.
Frank respects one person in this whole town, and that's you. This has got to be some kind of misunderstanding.
I've been calling him all day. I went by his place. He's gone. His wife and kid are gone.
But why?
I don't know. I'm sure he has his reasons. Maybe he's still smarting over the dog.
But when you tried to drown?
Yeah. Same one I shot after he wouldn't let me sink her. I was a stupid kid, Tommy. But grudge or no grudge, we gotta get those books back. Shake down all our stories. See who knows what. When you catch up to Frank, you get those books. And if he doesn't have them on him, you make him tell you where to find them. After that, you do what we gotta do.
Frank betraying the family? There ain't no way. Ain't no way. Well, Frank, you know what we gotta do now. We meet Vinny, who's waiting with the car and a double-barrel shotty. He tells us to head down to Biff to find out more about Frank. In other news, this gotta be the freshest Beamer I've ever seen. We head over to Chinatown to hear what's the street on the word.
Heard any big news lately? Something that Don might want to know.
It depends. What's it worth to you?
$20.
How about 40?
Ah, Biff, you drive a hard bargain, don't ya?
All right, spill.
The FBI's in town. They're getting something from Morello, but I don't know what.
How'd you hear?
Little Tony got some guy drunk in the Black Cat and drove him home. Heard a bunch of stuff, so he's the guy you want to see.
Okay. Thanks.
With this information, we head down to a bar in the city. It's the same bar that Tommy and Detective Norman meet at 5 years later. Little Tony ends up spilling the beans about some feds having a safe house up in Oak Hill. This could mean that Frank is up there with Salieri's documents ready to turn him in. On our way out of the bar, there's a newspaper. The World Series is on today. That's pretty nifty. We travel over to Oak Hill and park outside the supposed safe house. Frank emerges from the house with federal agents. This is where we gotta be sneaky beaky. We slowly tail behind Frank until we arrive at the airport. It appears that the feds are trying to ship him out of the country. That's not gonna sit well with the Don, so we sneak our way into the airport. They really gotta up their security, man. I just waltzed right in. We take the side door and spot a note. This shows that the informant, aka Frank, will hand over the books after he has been escorted safely. I mean, you out, brother. Respectfully. I sneak further into the airstrip until I make it to the hangar where Frank and his family are located.
Tom.
Frank. The Don sent me.
I figured as much. I'm sorry it had to be you, Tommy.
Anything you want me to tell him?
I wish it could have shaken out better, but Morello finally came after me. It's okay. You can come out. Morello offered me a simple trade. The Don's account books for our lives and tickets out of this town.
You hand the books over yet?
I'm not so stupid, Don. They're safe. Morello was waiting for this. It's a key to a box in the Grand Imperial Bank downtown. I told Morello I'd hand it over after the plane was fueled and ready to go. His men were meant to fetch it before we left.
I took care of them. Told them to get on a plane.
Go on, March. Alice, get aboard.
Frank, you're coming with us.
Not right now, honey. Just get buckled in. Tommy and I, we have some serious business to discuss.
But Frank...
Get on the plane, March. For Alice. For me. Get on the goddamn plane, please.
You been paid yet?
Yeah.
Now you've been paid twice. You take the ladies wherever they want to go.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Tom.
Christ, Frank. Why didn't you ask us for help?
I guess I just wanted out. One way or the other. I'm tired, Tommy. Tired of lying to my wife. Tired of checking under my car every time I take a Sunday drive. And tired of waiting for the dawn to put two in my temple.
God damn you, Frank.
Tommy spares Frank's life, which again shows that he isn't just some cold-blooded killing gangster. He too understands the values that people have. Frank has given us the go-ahead to retrieve the Don's documents from the Grand Imperial Bank. With Frank now well and alive, headed back to his home in Italy, the Don is gonna want to know if we got the job done. We cover Frank's tracks and act as if we killed him and the rest of his family.
I got the books and covered my tracks. Salieri never asked any questions. In fact, apart from the funeral, I never heard him talk about Frank again.
You're making my boys twitchy, Marcoux.
Sergio and I just came by to pay respects, that's all. Known Frank a long time. Almost as long as you. He's a good man. Smart. Loyal. Loyal to his wife. His kid above all else. There must be some kind of honor in that in you.
Maybe. But I'm still looking at this headstone with his little girl's name on it.
It's a hell of a thing.
With the so-called death of Frank Coletti, life goes on with the Salieri crime family.
Look at these houses. Big yards, white picket fences. It's the American dream, eh, Tommy?
I suppose.
Not for you?
No, sir. I like being closer to the business.
Don't let the flower beds and front porches fool you. There's more criminals out here than in the rest of the city combined.
Is that why we're in the neighborhood?
In a way. Morello's got a dirty prosecutor on his payroll named Watkins. Turns out he's old friends with Galati.
The city councilor?
The same. Morello let drop that we might have had something to do with the Galati boy's death. Now Watkins is loaded for bear, trying to do right by his buddy. Word is, he's striking gold with a few witnesses.
You have names?
Yeah. But Paulie and Sam are taking care of them. I'm putting you on a different part of the job. We need whatever Watkins has got on us.
Well, where's he holding?
A safe in his villa.
I'm no safecracker.
Don't worry about that. We're taking you to meet Salvatore. He's fresh off the boat, but he knows how to pop open anything. Just get him into the villa, find the safe, and he'll do the rest.
What kind of rumpus should I expect?
Nothing you can't handle. Watkins is going to the theater, so the house should be empty except for a bit of muscle. The office is on the first floor, and our stoolie says the safe is in the wall. Once Salvatore has the safe open, grab all the evidence and get out.
That him, boss?
Yeah, that's our guy. Salvatore, tutto bene?
Sì, grazie, Don Salieri.
Good to see you. You know the job. Don't let me down.
Sì, ho capisco.
Tommy, if you bump into Watkins, don't kill him. It'll just bring down more heat.
You got it, boss.
Buona fortuna, ragazzi.
Tommy Angelo. Piacere di conoscerti.
Meraviglioso. Per favore.
The Salieris are in it again. Law enforcement have been trying to tear this gang down for a while now. Prosecutor Watkins, who's working with Don Morello, has incriminating evidence against us. Now me and this dude straight out of Sicily have to steal the evidence.
Entriamo dal labirinto senza farci sentire né vedere.
This guy doesn't know a lick of English.
Is my job.
But at least he's trying. Me and Salvatore arrive at the villa. We hop the fence and land into the backyard maze. Cause you know, every rich person has their own personal maze. There's guards throughout the backyard, but all I gotta do is kill this guy, kill that guy, 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 and the coast is clear. Salvatore manages to get lost. Where the hell did this goofy garbanzo bean go? Oh, there he is. We go through the back door and Salvatore says the safe should be behind a painting. Well, he didn't exactly say that.
Look for dipinto.
We search the house looking behind different paintings. I find it funny how the maids in the house don't care that we're here. The only person that knows that we're not supposed to be here is what I assume to be the dude's wife.
What the hell are you doing here?
No. We find our way to the prosecutor's office where the safe happens to be.
Bravo. Scusa.
Sure. Show me what you can do. Shit. Be quick, Salvatore.
Pazienza, pazienza.
Nice work, scusami.
Cura! Ed è collegato all'allarme!
What?
Intrappolato!
Doesn't matter. Come on, we need to get out of here. Vai dietro, dietro.
Tommy sets off the alarm and the rest of the guards come to investigate. We fight our way out of the villa and steal a car. The cops are quick to realize the shootout and begin the search to find us. They ain't catching us with this shortcut. We're the best wheelman this town's got, so of course I easily escaped the cops. Salvatore is sleepy from the mission, so we drop him off at his house for a good night's rest. Farewell, Salvatore.
This is the last of the good stuff, boss.
I know. Some of those bottles I've had for 10 years. But we gotta make payroll. Get it out of here.
Heard him. Load it up.
Good to see you, boys.
Boss, any word on a job I pulled with Salvatore?
You did fine, Tom. Galati's got nothing on us now. We bought some time. At least until the money runs out.
Don't go selling off the farm yet, boss.
Sam says you worked out an angle.
Yeah, and you're gonna love it. We make a few bucks and knock out a couple of Morello's teeth, too.
Okay, what's the rumpus?
A couple of weeks ago, I'm relaxing in the cigar lounge at the Blue Tropics.
Where?
Some small-time whorehouse. It's just a couple of closets with some mattresses on the floor.
It's a gentleman's club. They got a bar and everything. Anyways, one of the Johns is south, and he's crying to the madam about all his troubles. He catches my ear on account of his goofy accent. He's going on and on about how he just landed this huge payday, but the goons he's working for are already twisting his arm, and he's got the busted nose to show for it.
You pick up his tab?
Hell no. But I walked him out of the place, took him to the diner around the corner to sober up. We get to talking. Turns out his name is Gates. He's this hick up from Kentucky.
Moonshiner?
Better. His pop's got a couple of real distilleries, and I'll give you one guess as to their exclusive buyer around these parts.
Morello.
And you think he wants to burn bridges?
Oh yeah. I've been working him steady, boss. He's bringing up another shipment tonight, but he's got his entire crew ready to roll over. All we gotta do is make it look like a proper heist.
I don't know, Polly. You really trust this guy?
He's got no love for Morello, I'll tell you that. Not like we got a lot of options here. We'll be cutting up the last beam pretty soon, boss.
What do you think, Tom?
We need to replace the Canadian. If Paulie says this Gates can do that, I'm in.
Where's the meet?
The big parking garage downtown.
Okay, do it. But you better not be playing grab ass this time. You take Carlo and Little Bill with you.
Sure thing, boss.
Once you have the truck, drive it back here.
Polly has been working on an angle for the family. It's perfect timing as we've run out of the rest of our booze. It'll be a great replacement for the Canadian whiskey job that went south. The meetup is at a parking garage located near the heart of the city. We're bringing Carlo and Little Bill on their first big mission.
If you don't want me to come, I won't. It's fine. Boss doesn't have to know.
Nah, you coming. The boss said you're coming.
We make it to the parking garage where Sam and Little Bill have been waiting. This place is sick. I'm no car guy, but the vehicles we pass sure do look nice. We make it to the top floor where the exchange is going to be made.
Polly, good to see you, pal.
Yeah, you too, Gates.
Well, I hope you all have good taste in whiskey.
I ain't really the expert here. Tommy.
Oh, yeah. It's fine. Your first payment. If the Don's impressed, he'll finance more runs.
And each one's gonna be bigger than the last. We're all gonna be rich, boys.
Well, we are always happy to do business with good folks like Don Salieri. Please, give him my regards.
Sure thing. Now we just gotta conclude this transaction.
Oh, damn it, Paulie! No! It's okay. Oh.
What? I told you we gotta make it look like a proper robbery.
Damn thing's gonna be crooked by the time I'm done with this city.
Ah, don't worry, pal. With all the dough you're raking in, you're gonna be able to pay for a new one. Watch out! God damn it!
Morello's goons have foiled our plans again. I mean, Gates was their original business partner, but he's ours now.
This ain't as bad as it looks. Now take the booze and get. My guys will come for me. Go!
Apparently more guys are coming, so it's mine and Paulie's job to escort the truck out of the garage. We cleared our way through the second wave, but I got a feeling it's not over yet. Oh, come on, man. If you knew how to drive, this wouldn't have happened. Paulie points out that there are sprinklers on the ceiling. We go through a stairwell, fighting off more of Morello's guys. We reach the valve and clear the way for the truck. Another wave enters the parking garage. They don't stop.
How the hell did Morello hear about my deal?
All kinds of beefers in this city. For now, let's get the booze back to the warehouse and try not to die.
I like the way Tommy thinks. He lives in the moment. Meanwhile, more of Morello's marmoset-looking men catch up to us. Listen, buddy, I don't want any trouble. All right, you asked for it. Holy shit!
Sam's going through the Hooverville!
Hooverville?
Yes, we are too.
Oh, God, oh, why? Oh, no, sorry. My bad. I really do apologize. Oh, Lordy. We're fucking nuts. We seriously give no fucks about people. Well, anyways, we shake off the last of Morello's men and return the whiskey to the warehouse.
Looks like a 38. Morello's boys caught up with you?
Yeah, boss. We took care of it.
What about the kid from Kentucky?
He took a slug to the shoulder, but he's a tough blocker. He and his crew dusted out as soon as we bumped off Morello's hatchet men.
Getting shot will give Gates and his pop another reason to ice Morello out of the whiskey business.
Well, let's see if this hooch was worth all the trouble. Excellent. I'll work out the details with Papa Gates. But once we're running this Kentucky Brown, we'll be back in brass buttons. Good work, son. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of all of you. Saludo!
Saludo! Sounds like Salieri was getting ready to make his move.
Working up to it, maybe. But then, Prohibition ended. And the bootlegging business got knocked on its ass. Oh, that fighting over booze meant next to nothing. It took us a few years to recover. But when we did bounce back, boy, it was something. We took what dough we had from the moonshine and Canadian whiskey and invested it into new rackets. Some of them even legal. Construction, restaurants, trucking, gambling. We branched out into everything, except peddling dope. By 35, things were looking up. We had good money rolling in on the regular. I had a wife and daughter. Sam was running a club for the Don. Even Paulie had a few rackets of his own. Wasn't exactly happy, but what do you call it then?
Content.
Yeah, that was it. And Salieri, he finally starts talking about getting out of Morello's shadow. Maybe buying our own cops, our own politicians.
That's interesting. You think Salieri was sourcing highbinders in 34?
Maybe. Why?
Well, a few years back, the Vice Squad got a judge on solicitation of a minor. Once in the box, he started confessing all sorts of misbehaving, trying to get a deal. But he copped to taking kickbacks from Morello and your man Salieri. Playing them off one another, trying to goose the take, but once Morello found out, he threatened to bury the judge's kids on the beach, still breathing, of course.
Christ. That was the missing piece.
How's that?
Morello was always winding us up, but he never did anything that might start an all-out war. Learning Salieri was building his own bench must have finally tipped his scales, because in 35, he hit us with both barrels. Oh, hey, boss, what's going on?
I'm glad you're here.
There you go, boss.
I'm going to Pepe's for lunch, but Carlo called in sick. You up for a drive?
Sure, boss.
Bravo. I'm already starving. You got a piece on you?
Yeah. You think I'll need it?
You know how it is. Things with Morello have been a little quiet lately. Maybe it's just got me jumpy is all.
The Don is hungry, and he wants to go to his favorite restaurant, Pepe's. His usual driver, Carlo, called off sick for the day, so we're going to be his replacement. The boss has a very nice car. I approve. We head over to Pepe's restaurant, which is located in North Park. If you remember from earlier in the game, we know that the city was divided in two. North Park is Morello's territory. This already sounds sketchy, but we still go because the boss wants what the boss wants.
I have been looking forward to this all week. Wait till you taste the casaca, Tom. Oh.
Oh, more wine. Hey, more wine here, please, quickly. You're going to love this wine. It's a... Don Salieri. Welcome, my friend. Welcome.
Good to see you, Pepe.
Yes. Hey, come. Our guest has arrived, eh?
What's on the menu today?
My mother, she would be so honored if you tried her caponata.
Excellent. Bravo, bravo.
Molto bene. Oh, let me get you a chair for you, huh? See, please. And to drink, a Chianti. I've been saving this just for you.
Yeah, bene, bene, bene.
Huh? Enjoy, huh?
I'm glad you're off the roof, Tom.
Sarah threatened to leave me if I didn't dry out.
I know.
She told you?
No. I put her up to it. Drunkards get sloppy, Tom. I didn't want you to make a mistake we couldn't live with.
For you? And for you.
Pepe, the meal is a masterpiece as always.
Molto grazie, Don Salieri. Praise from such a gourmet as you, it filled me with joy.
You wouldn't call me a gourmet if you knew what I had for supper.
Get down!
What the hell?
Morello!
Bastard could have at least let me finish my wine.
Hey, Salieri! Come out of there and we'll make this quick.
Smoke him out, Joe.
Shit, watch out! We aren't going out the front door. Can you move?
Not fast enough. We're gonna ambush these boys. I'll keep them entertained while you slip out the back and circle around.
You sure, boss?
Blow them all down, Tommy. Not one of them goes home tonight.
Okay, boss. Be careful.
Tom, just be quick about it.
What do you know? Morello's boys pulled up on us. We were just trying to enjoy some cannolis and prosciutto. First things first, save the chef. He's got more meatballs to cook. Is that racist? We fight our way through the kitchen and out the back of the restaurant. I find some grenades on the way. These fools get dropped. They gotta learn how to aim, man. It's not hard. Just aim. We blast our way through the alleyway to get to the street. Grenade time! That's the last of them. Once again, we have another close call with the Morellos.
Oh, look at the balls on this kid. You really saved my ass, Tom.
We gotta go, boss. The cops will be here soon.
I need a minute to catch my breath.
Well, let me get you back to the bar.
No, not the bar. We're going to see Carlo. That son of a bitch knew where I was going today, and he calls in sick.
He set you up.
To us, Tom, you could have ended up just as dead.
Yeah, I know, boss.
Carlo's shacked up with some dame in Holbrook. Let's go see what he has to say about all this.
Mr. Salieri knows that Carlo had to have been up to this. He was the only one that knew where the Don was. I've never seen the Don this mad before.
Step on it, Tom. Every minute Carlo's still breathing is a minute that's got me pissed.
We make it to Holbrook, and the Don is about to give Carlo his peace of mind.
Know what? I'm glad. I'm glad this happened. I get to plug another rat, and we finally go to the mattresses with Morello. Today's the day the dam breaks.
Sure feels like it. Boss, why don't you let me go first, huh? Carlo might be waiting for us.
No, Tom. My face is going to be the first and last thing this bastard sees. What the fuck? You goddamn dirty grifter.
You better dangle, sweetheart.
It's gonna be a closed casket, Carlo.
You okay, boss?
Yeah, just a little one. Let me catch my breath.
Jesus, he's fast for a big guy.
Don't let him get away!
Get back here, Carlo, you ratatouille squeak squeak house rat motherfucker. You boys already know how it's gonna end. We're gonna catch up to this clown car and let the Don finish him off.
Bro, he was gonna kill Mom. I had to do it. I had to. They made me do it, Tommy. Please, I can...
Is he still alive?
I'm not sure.
Yo, boss, it's all good. Yo, boss. Yo, boss. Yo. Oy vey.
Now we're sure.
Hey, Sergio, how are you? Keeping out of trouble?
Sure. Who's this? Wait a minute. Is that Gordy? It is. Hey, Gordy, how you doing, buddy? Hardly recognized you. What'd he do?
You said you were having some trouble down at the docks, right?
Yeah? It's nothing I can't handle.
Yeah, well, I did some asking around. This asshole was planning a strike. Strikes are no good for business. Unless you don't want to call him for it, right?
Right.
So I decided the union needed a change in leadership. Is that all right with you?
Of course.
Good. Now, what about that, other thing?
That's why I'm here. Salieri's still alive.
God damn it! What happened?
I don't know yet. Crew we sent is dead. Restaurant's all shot to hell.
Stop your crying. Trying to have a conversation here. What about, the cockroach Carlo?
Found him with his head smashed in like a fucking watermelon. Never seen anything like it.
So yeah, he must have figured Carlo was the rat. God damn it. Can't even hear myself think.
It's gonna be a war.
I told you to shut the fuck up! We've been at war since we killed Papone. It's just out in the open now.
What do you want me to do?
Make your rounds. Tell the boys to keep their eyes peeled and their powder dry.
Okay. Put the word out.
Hey. Just, keep your head down, little brother.
You too, Don Morello.
After yet another failed attempt to kill Salieri, Don Morello is livid. He knows that this war is about to be the biggest it's ever been. The boss wants us upstairs for a meeting on what his next move is. We are not messing around. As I walk through the bar, there's weapons and ammo everywhere. The windows are boarded up and someone is standing guard. Things are getting tense.
Our guy's in place.
Good.
We're finally going after him.
Soon. But first we have to soften him up. Morello's got the cops, the politicians, and even some judges in his pocket. We can't afford to bite them all off, so we need to scare them into abandoning Morello's sinking ship.
We bump off the right idiot, the rest are going to realize sticking with Morello ain't too good for their health.
First in line for the pine box is this asshole, Galati. The counselor's still seeing red over his dead kid, so he's never going to turn on Morello.
Christ, that guy's been giving us fits since 32. Let me take care of him, boss.
Why do you think you're here? Then he's got it all figured out.
The counselor is celebrating his birthday with a big shindig on a steamboat. He's pulling out all the stops, booze, broads, fireworks. He's even giving a speech to the press.
What kind of security?
Just in normal detail, a few guys with Roscoe's. None of the other fellas are gonna do dick to protect that piece of shit.
Okay. I'll talk my way into the party, put two in his head.
Slow down, Junior. Galati's corrupt, but he ain't stupid. His crew be searching everyone who comes on board, so you can't be carried.
So, what? Throw him overboard, see if he can swim.
Don't go getting creative on me. You're still going to shoot him, for fuck's sake. When you get on deck, you make for the head. We got a janitor on the take, and he's planted a revolver in the bathroom.
And then you just cool your heels. Mingle. Try not to look like a hatchet man until Galati makes his appearance. You wait for that bastard to start his speech, and only then do you put one between his eyes.
We want it done in public to get people talking.
Sure. But you got a plan for getting back to shore?
Sam and Paulie are down the docks working on that. You meet up with them there, and they'll fill you in on the rest of the details.
Okay. Galati's done, boss. You won't have to worry about him after tonight.
I don't doubt it, Tommy.
Buona fortuna, Tom.
So it's a party down at the docks. I better bring out the hot rod then. The drive down is stunning. It's a wonderful sunset-filled evening for a steamboat ride. Maybe even an assassination, perhaps. We arrive and I can't help but marvel at the scenery of the event. It's unfortunately cut short by Sam Trapani.
Yes,
What? Dude, how'd he know I was just staring at the boat, man?
You don't look like a guy with an invite.
I got friends, just not these kind of friends.
Well, I'll tell you what I got. Sailor back there who works on the steamer. His head hit something heavy. But his dandy white suit's fine.
Thanks. I'll go find him.
Our way onto the boat is to disguise ourselves as a crew member. Alright, it's time to board the Lost Heaven Queen.
Good, Tom. The outfit don't get messed up. Keep it. Suits ya.
Why, thank you.
You the new guy? Christ, you took your time.
Yeah, I was having some trouble in the bathroom.
You think he's gonna pull this off?
He's sure as shit gonna kill Galati. Getting off that boat? Well, he's gonna need a guardian angel.
He don't need no fucking angel. He's got us looking out for him.
We're on the ship and we gotta find the janitor. He's the one that's planted the guns somewhere on the ship. Once again, this game manages to capture the vibe so well. This is amazing. You can see the beautiful Lost Heaven skyline in all its glory. We find a party schedule listing tonight's events. 7 p.m. is our window to watch the fireworks. On our hunt for the janitor, we're stopped by this young fella.
Don't I know you from someplace?
Nah, don't think so.
I swear I know you. Were you with the Union, maybe?
Sorry, buddy, I'm from out of town.
That was kinda close. We gotta hurry this up and find the janitor. Upon searching for the big man, we find a bedroom with a note inside. It's a letter from Don Morello. He writes to Mr. Galati saying he cannot attend the party as it is unsafe to be seen in public. He then vows that Ennio Salieri will soon be killed. That's very funny, Don Morello, as I'm currently about to exterminate your dear friend Roberto. We asked around the boat, and this kind gentleman tells us that the janitor is in the boiler room. The janitor is absolutely soused.
Hid the gun in the john in the stern. Mid-deck.
This is starting to become a common trend. I grab the key for the bathroom that's directly above us and head on my way. As I approach the restroom, I'm met by this Donnie again.
I do know you. You're with Salieri.
What are you gonna do about it?
Well, I'm gonna give you a beat for starters.
Hey, you better shut your fucking mouth. I hit him with the wombo combo, and he seemed pretty relaxed after that. Now I can peacefully search for the gun hidden in the bathroom.
Come on. Where the fuck are you?
It's time for the celebration. We head to the top of the boat for a vantage point on our good old pal, Mr. Galati.
Hey, John. Hope you're enjoying yourself.
As long as the bar stays open, counselor.
Good man. Have another for me, huh? Good to see you. Thanks for coming.
Hey, thank you, everyone. Yeah, thank you. Hey, welcome to my little party, right? So, as you all know, it has been a tough time. 3 years ago, my dear son Billy left us. An innocent pawn in a deadly gang war. A victim of the deceased that is organized crime. Since that day, I have lived only to eradicate this disease. Today is a day for celebration for my 50th birthday. And for a brighter future for lost heaven. The criminals will be driven out of town. They'll drown like rats in the water. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. And now for the fireworks, huh?
He's out! Go, go, go! We gotta scram! Security is tighter on the boat than I expected. We battle it out and I make my way to the bottom of the ship. Sam and Polly are waiting on a rescue boat and arrive at the perfect time.
What do you think I'm trying to do? He's trying to beat the train! We can make it! Faster!
Guess it could be worse, huh? We could be peeling you off the front of the train.
He just got a good break is all.
Sergio Morella's always been lucky. He was born with more brains than his brother, that's for sure.
We'll get him, boss.
No, you two are off this job. You're broken mirrors on this one. We'll let the guy who killed Galati take a crack. Tommy here's got all the politicians scared. Maybe he can put Sergio in the ground.
What do I need to know about this guy?
Besides, he's got a lucky rabbit's foot up his ass.
Sergio is Morello's top earner. He controls the unions, which means he controls the docks and attacks everything that's imported into the city. We kill him, and a big part of Morello's income will be wiped out.
Any ideas on how to get to him? I don't want to end up in a tree like these two.
You're going to scatter his ashes. It's a custom job. Attach it to the starter under his car. He'll be a human torch as soon as he turns the key.
It's safe to carry.
Yeah, just don't drop it. Shake it, smoke near it. Yeah, it's safe. Boom!
Get it done, Tommy. For all our guys Morello's killed. And for all the money he's taken out of our pockets.
I'll take care of it, boss.
Our next target is Sergio Morello, Don Morello's brother. As you heard, he earns a lot of money controlling imports and exports at the dock. We're trying to wipe out the entire Morello family once and for all, so that we have the city in its entirety under our control. We head over to Sergio's house to pay him a little visit. I'm driving a car that I don't think belongs in the 1930s. I don't know how I got it, but it is fast.
Continues to bring violence and bloodshed into the public square. We saw this in Empire Bay with the Vinci Moretti War that ended in the...
We made it to Sergio's house in one piece and are in position to plant the explosives. There's a guard out front, but he's a bot. We quickly set her up and make our way back to the telephone booth.
Yeah, I'll be home before supper. Hey, you want to go dancing this weekend? Maybe drop the kid off at your pop's place. Yeah, I'm still here. Oh, Christ. Hey! Stop! No, no, no.
Oh, God! Tommy, what's going on?
Pick up. Vinny. It all went bad.
Hey, pull it together, Tom. Whatever happened, happened. There's nothing you can do about it now. Sergio's luck is running out.
What are you talking about?
Sam and Paulie have found him. He's in Georgie's restaurant across town. You need to get over there fast.
Okay.
Yo, that ain't me, man. Yeah, I think the guy with the bomb took off down the street. Yeah, he went out that way. Yeah, he went that way. Yeah. Okay, time to head to the diner where Sergio actually is. It's a pretty short drive away, and my goodness, is their logo sweet.
Tom, you okay?
Yeah, it's the car bomb. Things went south.
We could draw about it later. Right now, we gotta get that bastard. Let's go. What the hell? We got a message from Mr. Salieri. No! Kill these clowns!
Tommy, obviously shaken by the car bomb, helps to spare the waitress. This subsequently gives Sergio time to run. We take care of the goons in the diner and quickly follow.
Get me out of here!
Motherfucker! Oh, he's gone! Go get him, Tommy! Come on! Let's get back to the car. We gotta catch up before that idiot gets himself killed.
Tommy is seriously a certified badass. We give chase on the motorcycle we stole, and its handling is kinda scuffed. We regain speed and make our way back to Sergio. I have no idea what's going on the bridge. I guess it's closed for some reason. Anyways, we tail him closely and there's more to the road closure. There's a jump and we hitting that. Further into the city, there's a protest going on that we drive straight through. Oh no, I'm sorry. I just ran over that man's body. We continue the chase, which leads into the Lost Heaven Harbor. Okay, Tommy, okay.
Kill that motherfucker!
Sergio sends his henchmen where history is going to repeat itself. They get squad wiped. Unfortunately, there's a lot more guys that want my head on their mantle, especially a new challenger, the sniper. Bink, bink.
Molotov going out!
What do you mean Molotov going out? Oh! Bink, 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 bink. Dead. We further our attack deeper into the harbor, fighting off more goons and more snipers. They're all gone, right? Nope. More goons, more snipers, more goons, more snipers. This guy sent the whole damn army after me. Seriously, if I showed you all the footage of this fight, it would probably be 10 minutes long. Eventually, we reach a warehouse that Sergio has barricaded himself into. You see, Tommy is what we like to call a jack of all trades. We notice that there are train tracks that lead directly into the warehouse. We pull the brakes of the track to allow the tanker to dispatch. We enter the warehouse and trail Sergio, giving him a taste of lead before his ultimate death.
You just winged me, asshole! You think you're the guy who's gonna kill me? What did I tell you? No one can touch me.
You ain't that lucky, bastard.
Wait. No!
After we killed Sergio, it was chaos for weeks. Our guys against their guys, and Morello gone to ground. But a boss can't stay hidden forever. For a Don to be feared, he's gotta be seen. Finally, word came through that he was gonna break cover.
Morello wants to thumb his nose at us. Taking a show like there's not a war on, we'll meet him in the streets.
We do them like this. We wait outside the theater till the end of the show. All those rich assholes will start coming out. That's when we hit Morello and his guerrillas. In a crowd, before they see us coming.
The theater's going to be packed. And not just with saps. There's a good chance the mayor, maybe even the chief, might be there too.
That's the goddamn point, Tom. We kill Morello in public, in front of the city's creme de la creme. Then they'll all know who's in charge. And it doesn't matter if you have a badge or a gavel or a fat wad of cash in your pocket. If you cross Salieri and his boys, you're dead.
Okay, boss. We'll get it done.
Take the machine guns. Make sure you don't draw attention to yourselves hanging around outside the theater. You keep the choppers hidden until you spot Morello.
And then you light them up. I want it to look like that white suit is covered in roses. You got it?
Sure, boss.
Today is the big day. We finally get to put an end to Don Morello. I love the drive during this mission because the radio is playing ominous opera music.
Go for Morello. No one else.
Once he's down, these guys will panic.
We're actually doing this. He's been up against the boss for what, 10 years?
More. You think that white suit would make him an easier target?
The boys are excited that the Salieri gang is finally going to be on top. We approach the theater as Morello is trying to make a break for it. The chase is on. We're one step closer to stopping this whack job. We stay on Morello's tail as his driver makes pretty tricky maneuvers. He takes tight corners and speeds through alleyways. The chase carries on into the countryside. We realize that he's headed to the airport. He's trying to flee the state.
He's got muscle waiting. I see him.
God damn it!
Everyone okay?
Yeah, I'm all right. Just a bit of glass in my hair. Nothing a cheap comb can't fix.
Then we go after him on foot. Come on!
We get out on foot and pursue Morello through the airport. We track him down to a hangar and wipe out the rest of his goons. He's in his private plane and is ready to escape. The only option we have is to take that car and shoot out the engines of the plane.
Get us into the air! We don't have the speed! Take us up!
1 and 2. We managed to shoot out the engines before even leaving the airstrip. He's still up in the air, but not for long.
That thing's not gonna land, it's gonna crash. It look, aeronautic to you?
But thank Christ we got you in the car, Professor.
Morello's not gonna walk away from a plane crash.
That's a maybe, but he ain't dead till we seen him dead. Out of all of us, you two should know that by now.
We follow the plane until its eventual crash. The plane goes down along with Morello's legacy.
Jesus Christ. Bastard's daddy doesn't even know it yet.
He knows it now.
Yeah, pal. That'll do it. Come on. Let's make tracks.
See you on the other side, Marku.
You fucking phantom. I've been chasing you for 3 goddamn years. You do life for this, Tom. Maybe you in a chair.
You don't want the guy who was punching tickets. You want the guy who was handing them out.
So that's what this has been all about, huh? You offering up Salieri.
The Don's books. The ones Frank stole. I have them. They're enough to put Salieri away forever, and they're yours. Assuming we have a deal. My family. For the Don.
You recognize anyone? Look again. Old man that's Don Popone, 2 younger lads of Morello and Salieri.
Yeah. Okay, I see it. That must be what? 1920?
April. Morello's wedding. Salieri was the best man.
Jesus. They're just kids.
Now already soldiers in Papone's mob. So what happened? How did they go from being best mates to Morello on a slab?
I don't know. I didn't even know they were friends.
But you don't know could fill up the fucking Chrysler building. In 22, Papone drowns up at the lake. Right? In order to keep things running smoothly, Salieri and Morello agreed to divvy up the city.
Yeah, I heard the story, so what?
Right, our friendship should have made the deal work, but didn't make a lick of difference.
After Morello, Salieri was beaming, thinking we ran the whole damn town. Me, I was just happy the war was over. But then I got to thinking about something. What good was all of Morello's money if it couldn't protect him from a regular Joe like me? Cabbie, for Christ's sake. It only got him one thing. A great big bullseye in his fucking forehead. And that thought, it just kept turning round and round in my head until one day, I'm looking in a mirror. I start seeing a bullseye too. Right here.
Dry your tears of the water hundreds, do you?
I wasn't about to give up the good life, I know that. I just told myself that I was smarter than Morello. That I wouldn't turn around one day and find Paulie or Sam pointing a gun at my head. The thing is, you don't see it. When you're out on the street, scrapping, fighting for your life, then the guy next to you isn't just your partner, he's your brother. You'd stick a knife in someone for your brother, right? But at night, you lie awake, wondering what he and Adon were whispering about behind the bar. Wondering if your best friend is hungry enough to betray you.
Any trouble?
No, boss. No trouble at all.
Got something else for me? Paulie's feels a little light.
There's a little extra in mine to cover the difference.
You ever go swimming, Tom?
Been to the shore a few times, sure.
I knew a couple of guys once. Took some dames out to the lake. Had a few beers, a few laughs. Then one of them decides to go in the water. Gets to the center of the lake and realizes he's running out of steam. Can't make it back in. He starts shouting for help. Now the other guy, he's a strong swimmer. He goes out in the lake to drag his buddy back to shore. Problem is, the first guy, the one too stupid to know when the water's too deep for him, he panics. Grabs his friend by the neck and they both go under and don't come up again. Paulie's your friend. And I know you're loyal to him. And I respect that. But don't you ever pay his tab again.
Okay, boss.
Good. Now, we gotta talk about this Turnbull.
The guy running for governor?
The same. He's been flapping his gums a lot about cracking down on our businesses.
That's rich. He spent more on whores than Paulie and Sam combined. You want me to pay him a visit? Maybe put him on a take?
No. You can't trust a hypocrite, Tom. We need to end his campaign aspirations, and in a way that keeps anyone from stepping up to the same platform.
Vinny have a plan then?
Of course. Turnbull's holding a rally near Central Island. The spot he picked is hard to reach and out in the open. Should have a beautiful view of the rally from the tower of the old prison. From there, you'll give Turnbull a third eye.
Okay. I'll go see Vinny about the gun.
But don't forget, you only got one shot. You miss, and his crew will usher him out of there quick.
I'm the best shooter you got. Otherwise, you'd be talking to someone else.
Then get it done.
After having a good few years at the top of the food chain in Lost Heaven, a politician by the likes of Mr. Turnbull wants an end to the gang-related crime in the city. This is no good for business, so it's our job to take him out. We head over to the old prison in a very vibrant orange car. There's a sniper rifle placed at the top of the guard tower where the perfect shot can be taken. This one's a weird one. We reach the prison and see that it's home to many of the homeless. It feels completely separated from society. People in the prison are not very welcoming.
Hey, you down there! We ain't going nowhere. Turn around!
The only entrance appears to be the sewer. On the other side of the sewer is the main building of the prison. We run into Bubble Bass and he tells us to leave the prison and its inhabitants alone.
This is our home. Why can't you people understand that?
We venture further into the prison and find someone throwing up. The entire vibe of this game is changed into a horror film. The dilapidated walls, unclean floors, and the ambient music gives me the chills. Not to mention, this chick's straight from any horror movie ever.
Lost. You, need a little help?
No, the guard tower.
It's, up through the main cell block. Gate's locked most of the time. Keep the feds out.
Thanks.
Be careful in here, stranger. We're protective of our own.
Although very creepy from a distance, she was helpful in directing us toward the guard tower. We reach the main cell block and find even stranger characters, including this lady.
Where's the guard tower?
You'll find it. You always do. You're already dead, aren't you?
Oh, you're freaking me out. After this, even more frustrated banana heads try to tussle with me. We find our way to the top floor and eventually the guard tower. It's time for Turnbull to perish. The gathering at the park looks quite nice with all the decorations. However, business is business.
Reports of gunfire at the Turnbull rally. Turnbull is down. The shot came from the old prison.
The deteriorated prison gives way and we find ourselves on a lower floor with cops searching the area. I was trying to sneak my way out of here until I awkwardly fell through another prison floor. The cops are no match and I find a hole in one of the cell blocks. This makes for a quick escape. I climb over the fence and steal a car on the side of the road. I take off and I'm gone. I'm the best wheelman out there. How many times do I gotta say this? After losing the heat, we drive to our house that we now own with Sarah.
Did you hear about this Turnbull?
Heard he was crooked as the day is long.
It says in the paper he's going to be remembered for fighting to pass the 19th Amendment. Put his whole career on the line for it.
Which one was that again?
Women's suffrage, you idiot. He gave me the right to vote, Tom. Gave it to his wife and 6 daughters, too.
Psh. And?
Guess nobody's just one thing, are they?
Guess not. I gotta go to work.
Tom, don't do nothing you don't want to be remembered for, you hear me?
Probably too late for that.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's great, boss.
And this is just a taste. I got a line on a whole shipment of Cameroons that have been impounded by customs. You guys are going to grab them.
You want us to boost cigars?
Something wrong with that? Customers in our nightclubs are paid through the nose for quality cigars.
Still, it seems, I don't know, small time.
I always knew you were a smart one, Tom. Can't put nothing past you. Small time is exactly right. That's how it's supposed to look anyhow. The cigars are just a cover for a shipment of hot ice. The smuggled diamonds have been hidden in some of the boxes. The feds haven't found them yet.
We're stealing diamonds from the feds?
Don't worry about it. I've already discussed all the details with Sam here. He'll fill you in. Now, I got a meeting with the mayor at his favorite gentleman's club. Work out the details together. But I want those cigars back here before anyone catches on to the real loot. You got it?
Sure, boss.
Great. And don't drink all the good stuff while I'm gone.
You know about this?
Boss and I worked it out last night. We got a plan. Now, I'm not saying it's a good plan, but it won't get us killed. Probably.
So what then? We got a guy on the inside or something?
No. We gotta do this on our own. And it'll be rough. Cigars are packed in crates at the harbor.
Shit. The place will be crawling with security.
Yeah. Brute force won't work. Gotta play this one cool. So we're gonna steal a customs truck. Slip right in.
Christ. I'm gonna kill the poor bastard driver.
No. We'll just scare him a bit. All we need is his paperwork.
Right. We don't need the hassle of dumping a body. Come on. See if we can get eyes on a customs truck down by the docks.
You all right, Tom?
Yeah. Just trying to figure out the angle is up.
What's there to figure? Boss says a job needs doing, we're doing it.
Just seems like a lot to put on the line. Even for some diamonds. If the feds pinch us, we could do serious time.
Then let's make sure we don't get caught. Right?
Yeah. Would you relax? You're making me nervous playing around with your piece like that.
Sorry. Just got a lot on my mind is all.
That's so. I'd have figured there wasn't enough room up there.
Go ahead and laugh, assholes. You guys are done. I don't think I got plans. But you're wrong. I got big plans.
Yeah? Spill it then. What are you working on?
Been thinking about hitting up a savings and loan downtown.
You want to rob a bank?
Sure. I've been casing the place for months. I got it all worked out. I just need a few guys I can count on to watch my back.
Robbing a bank, that's a little out of our league.
We're robbing the fucking feds, ain't we? What's the difference?
Salieri's the goddamn difference, you nitwit. The Don sent us to steal these cigars. Ain't no way he sanctions a bank job.
Well, then we don't tell him.
You want to step out on the Don?
No. Not really. We can cut him in after we make the score. He'll be bent, sure, but he won't stay mad once he gets his share.
I don't know, Polly.
Yeah, I fucking know. You do what you want. I won't say nothing. Yeah, I owe you that much. But Salieri? Well, he finds out you're going behind his back, you'll be planted right next to Morello. You ask me, there ain't no haul worth that.
He's right, Polly. You bring it to the Don, or let it go.
Yeah. Just get to daydreaming, you know?
Wake up. We're here. Tom, you take the car. Find a customs truck and meet us near the impound. Me and Polly, we'll go get the rest of the gear.
Right. You got your head together.
Yeah. Sober as a priest.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Hey, quit busting my balls. I'm good.
Okay, we're finding a customs truck so we can blend in with the rest of the workers down at the dock. We spotted one parked up a couple blocks down. Now we gotta meet Polly and Sam, who have uniforms for the job.
Where's my uniform?
This is all we got, pal. Besides, there's only room for 2 in the cab.
You can ride in the back. Sure you keep your head down or this whole thing is blown.
Forget about it.
He said the line, he said the line!
I know when to keep my head down.
Bet you say that to all the girls.
Come on.
Well.
Let's get moving.
All right. Jesus Christ.
We drive into the docks undetected and we head to our parking spot. I have no idea how this guy doesn't see me, but fine by me. It's our job to sneak into the warehouse and find the cigars carrying the diamonds. Sam says that they were shipped in on a boat called the Bohemian during the 23rd of this month. We have to find any files with this information to locate where the diamonds are. It's another stealth mission, boys. We sneak our way onto the rooftop of one of the warehouses. There's a guard and a couple of his workers.
Come on, fellas. Speed this up. Once we're done with the small crates, we start cracking open the big ones next door.
Money's good, but boy, these feds are assholes.
We take out the guard and search through the files in his office. Boom, there it is, the Bohemian. The contraband is located in Sector D2 of the warehouse. We search for any more information and come across this.
When's imposter is sus.
I like how the developers implement parts of history into the game. It really keeps you in tune with the time period you're playing in. We sneak into a neighboring warehouse that the cigars are in. This place is like a maze. We dodge guards and avoid dock employees until we reach Sector D2. The cigars are in possession and we are ready to extract the goods.
You sure we're getting what we came for?
We're aces, boys.
Good. Let's get them loaded and get out of here. That's the last of them.
Let's dangle. I'm not riding in the back again.
You're a better wheelman anyway. Just don't drive us into the bay.
Shit. You hear that?
The feds have quickly figured out that their cargo has been stolen. Now we have to drive our way out of the area, avoiding patrolling cop cars and roadblocks. We constantly change routes until we're out of the danger zone. It's a smooth drive back to Salieri's warehouse from here.
Hey, Polly! You okay?
Yeah, a couple of these crates are shot to shit though.
How bad is it?
It's the worst of it.
Don't look too good. Don's gonna be pissed if we ruined any of the cigars.
What the hell?
Christ. It's dope.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Where are the diamonds?
There ain't any. This is the real score.
No. Don said we would get diamonds.
You can open every box. You're not gonna find them.
We put our fucking necks out on the line for this shit.
Looks like it.
You better cool off, Polly. The Don's coming.
Shit. We don't say nothing about this to the Don. Okay, if he wanted us to know, he would have told us.
He should have come clean.
Sure, but for now, we keep our trap shut. Right?
Yeah, okay.
Polly?
Yeah, I ain't saying nothing.
Any problems, boys?
One of the crates got a little banged up, is all.
All right? Oh, doesn't look too bad.
Might have lost a few cigars, but otherwise the merchandise should be okay, boss.
Besides, ain't diamonds supposed to be the hardest thing around?
Outside of my cock, maybe.
Well, bravo, boys, bravo. You all got a well-deserved bonus coming your way.
You want us to unload the crates into the warehouse?
No, you can take a powder. These morons are gonna take it from here.
You sure?
What'd I say?
Okay, boss. We'll dangle.
Sam, give me a lift back to the bar.
Sure, boss. Guys coming?
Nah, we'll take the train.
Okay. See you later.
God damn it. I just about had it, Tommy. We got busted with all that smack, we would have died in prison.
Yeah, but what are you gonna do?
I already told you.
The bank.
Yeah. I don't care what Sam says. I'm getting that score.
How much you figure?
You want in?
We're just talking.
I knew I could count on you, pal.
The Don betrayed us. If you remember from the start of the game, Don Salieri said he will never deal dope because it's virtually poison. Now he has us risking our lives to steal some, all while he lies about what it actually is. This particularly doesn't sit well with Paulie. Paulie now more than ever wants to get his last big score so he can leave the mob business for good.
You got a family to look after. I get that. But think about what this could mean for them.
Watch it, buddy. You're treading into enemy territory without a map.
Yeah. I don't know what it's like for you going home to your wife and kid, but that's why I'm doing this. Who's gonna marry me? Nearly 40 years old and nothing to show for it but my rap sheet. But we do this, I get enough scratch to finally get out? Who knows?
You're not built for the domestic life, Polly. 6 months in, you'll put a bullet in your brain out of boredom.
Christ. I'm ready to punch my ticket right now. We sit around for 6 months, just playing cards and busting balls, and I start to get lazy. Then everything blows up, and I gotta knock the rust off or I'm dead. One day I'm fighting to stay awake while the Don's telling us a story about the old days. One I've already heard 100 times, and the next day I'm getting shot at, trying to keep from shitting my pants. It's fucking wearing me out, Tommy.
So you're looking for the big one, though?
I know it's a snipe hunt. Every little mobster goes to bed dreaming about that last big score. But if we do this thing, I don't know. Might be just enough to get me a little pizzeria or something, you know?
Sure. But if we're doing this, we're waiting until things calm down.
Ah, you're already hooked, pal.
Maybe. Plan stays the same.
Right. I take care of the crowd, you handle the manager. Threats don't work, do what you gotta do. Keeps the vault keys on him.
See a teller sounds the alarm. How long do we get?
5 minutes, maybe more, before the cops show.
What if it all goes to hell?
I'm not fucking around, Tom. You hear gunshots down at the vault? Don't come up. It's the money or nothing at all. You doing this?
We're doing this.
Everyone down on the floor!
Get the fuck down!
Not you, ladies. Stay where we can see your pretty faces.
Anybody moves, I'll pop them! Get the manager! I need you all to stay on the ground. I see movement, people start getting shot.
We join Polly on the bank job to secure enough money for us to settle down. Polly is taking care of the hostages while I find the manager. I escort the manager at gunpoint down to the vault in the basement.
I need you to put down your... Sick of boys! Shoot him!
He tries to pull a fast one on me. I take out the officers and march over to the manager who has the vault key.
No one else has to die. I don't have to die!
You almost got me killed, brother. But I'm feeling like a good guy today. Just kidding. We make it over to the vault and there's more money than I could ever imagine. We brawl our way out of the bottom floor of the bank and head to a side door to swiftly exit. We steal a car and book it. The cops are right on us out the gate. This chase is intense as we barrel through a blockade and jump a construction site. We make the daring escape and go to a hideout where we can ditch the car. We've come to realize that we are absolutely loaded.
We did it! I can't believe we fucking did it! We're loaded! We're loaded!
Yeah?
For all time's sake.
Sure. We gotta go. I'll see you tomorrow.
Unless I'm halfway to Hawaii. Oh, come on. I'm kidding. Hey, I couldn't have done this without you. I know that. Go home, celebrate with Sarah, come by my place in the morning, we'll split up the dough.
Yeah, okay. Good luck.
See you around, pal.
Well, look at this. Christ has finally risen. I was getting ready to call the coroner.
Sorry. Had a bit of trouble falling asleep is all.
Me too, thanks to you tossing and turning all night. Okay, what'd you do?
We're just feeling lucky is all.
Got that right, champ.
But I've been thinking.
Oh yeah? I'll call the papers.
I've been thinking about taking you and a kid out to the shore.
You serious? Ain't you working?
Polly and me, we've come into some money.
Huh. One of his cracked angles finally pay off?
Yeah, something like that. Pack a few bags. I'll swing by after I go around to Polly's.
What ain't you telling me, Tommy?
Nothing.
Sure, you and Polly are suddenly flush and now you want to leave town for a few days? That don't square.
What's the point of making a buck if we can't spend it?
That ain't it. You're moving, even when you're standing still. Yeah, you're nervous about something. Probably you don't even know why yet.
Well, that must be it.
You better figure it out before you get to Polly's. Just in case it's him that got you all wound up.
Polly's all right. Don't worry about it.
Well, I guess I'll see you soon.
We're nervous, man. There ain't no way that Don doesn't know about the bank job. It was one of the biggest in the city. It's even being played on the radio.
Police say they still have no solid leads in the case of the audacious bank robbery that recently shocked the city.
We gotta get to Polly's so we can split the money and get the hell out of town. Oh boy, we're screwed, aren't we? We arrive at Polly's. We gotta make this transaction quick. It's only a matter of time until the Don gets his way with us.
Ah, Jesus. Polly. Polly. Oh, God.
Sam. It's me. It's Tom.
Where's Paulie?
He's dead. I'm looking at him slumped over in the hallway, torn a fucking skull.
Oh, God. I was calling to warn him.
About what?
Jesus Christ. I owe you fellas my life 3 times over.
Warn him about what, Sam?
Salieri. He found out about the bank job. You're in deep shit, Tom. You gotta disappear.
Okay, okay. I just need some cash to get me and the girls out of town. Can you swing that?
Sure. Anything, pal. You want me to come to Polly's?
No, I can't stay here. Meet me at the city gallery.
Yeah, okay. Keep your head down, Tom.
I'll see you soon. And, thanks, Sam.
I always pay my debts, Tom. You know that.
Polly, I gotta go. I'm sorry.
Paulie's dead. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Off to the art gallery we go, I guess. Sam's thankfully gonna be giving us enough money to get our family out of the state. Things have gone south so quickly. Poor Paulie didn't deserve that, but that's what happens when you cross the dawn.
Don't move, Tommy.
Shit.
Hey, Tom.
You son of a bitch.
What the hell's going on?
You and Polly put me in a bad spot.
I know, Sam, and I'm sorry about that, but I need to get out of town. Can you help me or not?
There you go again. Making me choose between my friends and the family. This is what you were looking for at Polly's. Here's your cut. It's more than you deserve.
Sam. You killed him. You killed Paulie.
No. Paulie got himself killed.
And you seem real tore up about it.
I'm just in a good mood. Things are right between me and the Don. I'm moving up, and I just found this big bag of money. The Don knows about Frank, Tom. The whore, too.
That whore? The girl you were sweet on?
You're the one that let her live. I'm sorry about this, Tom. But our business has rules. Shame, too. Don Salieri really liked you. Guess we'll both have a good cry at your funeral.
You think you're doing this because you're loyal, but you're not. You're just scared.
Maybe. But you would have lived a lot longer if you would have just looked over your shoulder from time to time. Goodbye. Don't let him suffer, boys. He's my buddy.
Hey, let's go! Fuck him up! Sam is not getting away with this. We're gonna chase this guy until he's 6 feet under. We bolt towards the stairs as we mow down enemies. More and more of Salieri's men flood the gallery as I fight my way through the upstairs. The chase continues up another set of stairs where he hits me with a surprise nade. Oh, whoa, yo, I don't care what you say, that did not happen. We get close enough to Sam to hit him with a shot.
Lucky shot, Tom.
But the thing about drug money is it pays for a lot of muscle. Put them down, boys!
More men are sent to kill us, but we fight our way through them as well. I can't be stopped! We follow the blood trail Sam is leaving behind. We catch up to him, unleashing the final blows.
Nobody's carrying you to the doctor this time, Sam.
You kill me now in the dawn. She's never gonna stop looking for you. But you let me live. I'll tell Salieri you're dead. You can disappear. Just like Frank. Only you'll be smart enough to stay gone. Right?
What happened to him?
He was hiding out in Europe. But the dumb bastard. He started betting at the dog track. Got spotted by a friend of the family. So Salieri, he sent out a crew.
And his family? Christ.
You can't do it, can you? Always that little voice in the back of your head. Maybe sounds like your baby girl. Or Sarah. Always telling you not to pull that trigger. And you can't make up your mind.
It's getting easier every time you open your fucking mouth.
We sure had some laughs, right? Remember that time? Me, you, and Paulie. I sympathize with the situation, Tom, and I want to help your family, but I can't do anything unless you're willing to testify in court. You understand that, right? You'll have to sit in that box, stare down Salieri, Ralphie, Vinny, maybe even Sarah's father. I don't know if you got the stones for it, if I'm being honest.
I'll do what needs to be done. But you need to get my family new identities and ship them far away from here.
Well, hold on. There's a long road between us sitting here bumping gums and Sarah sleeping under new stars.
Then I'm sorry I wasted your time. And mine. I gotta get out of town.
Look, Tom. I got a family too. Wife, 4 boys.
All Irish twins.
Yeah. So you know I understand what you're going through. All the worrying over them, the fear that one of them's gonna go before you do. With this case, it'll be one of the biggest this city has ever seen. It could drag on for years, and I don't know if I can protect you for that long, not the way things are downtown.
Everyone's gotta eat, right? Even dirty cops.
Just being honest here, there's a few bodies I can trust downtown, but not many. And if it comes down to you or me taking a bullet, I'm not gonna make my wife a widow. Keeping you alive ain't exactly the moral course, but I'll try.
That's a pretty good sales job. Trying to make me think you got nothing on the line. But this is your whole career right here. However it works out for me, Whether I live or die, you get to crack the Morello case and take down a Don. Salieri will be your legacy.
Don't go thinking you know me, Tom. Salieri belongs behind bars. I'll help you so long as you help me put him there. That's all this is.
Then that has to be enough. A long time ago, in another life, someone once told me that family is a man's Achilles heel, his greatest weakness. Maybe he was right. Because everything I've done, both good and bad, I've done for my family. I've turned my back on people they thought were my friends. I've kept a lot of hard promises. I spent 8 years totally alone, trying to find myself so I could come home. A better husband, a better father, a better man. Now that I'm a lot older and just a bit wiser, I see that family is our greatest weakness, but it's also our greatest strength. It gets us out of bed in the morning. It lets us chase our dreams, even when they're moving too fast to catch. It keeps us from falling over when we're too tired to take another step.
Mr. Angelo.
Yes.
Mr. Salieri sends his regards.
Tommy!
That's okay. You're safe now. You're all safe. Remember that money, jobs, even best pals will come and go. But family is forever.
Hangar 13 and 2K Games knocked this one out of the park, taking an amazing classic from 2002 and reimagining it for current day PCs and consoles. Mafia Definitive Edition had everything I look for in a story game and more. There was drama, action, good times, and all-out fun planted in an extremely intriguing time period in history. The story was phenomenal, depicting the Italian Mafia to near perfection. I love how the story works behind the idea of family. In the Mafia, once you join the family, you're with them for life. And if you leave, it's considered betrayal. This relates to your bloodline family in a sense that no matter what happens, you'll always be related to them. You can have friends that come and go, but your family is forever. I truly enjoyed every second of this game, and I hope that Hangar 13 will come out with its 4th edition to the Mafia franchise soon. That's it for me, and I hope you all enjoyed the video. I've never made anything like this before. It was supposed to be a video essay kind of styled thing mixed in with my entire experience of the game. If you happen to make it to this point of the video, you already know my opinion of you. You're an absolute mega giga chad of a human being that pulls an unquantifiable amount of women. I appreciate you a million times over. I've spent a crazy amount of time writing the script, capturing footage and editing it all together. So thank you for giving this video a chance. I will see you all in the next one, and God bless.